Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Apologies about getting the actual stream going. I hadn't noticed, it's been a little while since I've actually streamed on YouTube. And for some reason, the Safe for Kids option was set, and the Safe for Kids option disables the live chat, which, as you can imagine, is a little bit frustrating, so I had to just figure that one out. So, as per usual, I usually have some sort of muck-up from YouTube, and well, lo and behold, we have our muck-up. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly delete the other one, and we're all good to go. Nobody will ever know, besides you guys just told now. So this is going to be Terra Invicta. As you can see, well, rather can't see, I haven't revealed the game as of yet, but we will be playing in just a moment. I do have a tea brewing, so I'm just going to be back in a minute. I'm going to get that, and then we're going to be back. I had intended to get it before we started, damn it, but the YouTube issue was rather strange. So I'm just going to go grab that tea, and then we're going to get started. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck to get the live chat up on my mobile device. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to really interact, which is frustrating, but we'll see. Anyway, we're back in a moment, and then we'll get started. So see you guys in a minute. Okay, and I'm back, and I have tea, so we're all good now. Okay. Seems I just need to go ahead and get the chat up on my phone, and we should be good. Wow, it's using a really old thumbnail. Why is it using bloody YouTube? Oh, I swear it just seems to show random thumbnails at times. Anyhow, let me go ahead and get into the chat here. There we go, now it's working. Finally, now we can get going. How you doing there, Snake? Yes, I'm indeed alive. Just not really as alive on here as I once was, but, well. I do have the picture of Sophon in the background for the Free Body Problem. It is a book series that I do intend to read, and have been watching quite a lot of lore about as of recent. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a very cool image, and sort of signified what Terra Invicta kind of alludes to. But we will be playing here. Hopefully the music is okay, hopefully the audio is okay, and we can go from there. So, apologies about the delayed beginning, but oh well. I'm going to go ahead and, I would run full soul system. I reckon I could probably do that, but I'm going to go for medium just for now. Frankly, I played into the 2030s, and gotten to the point of starting colonization of space bodies or stellar bodies such as the moon and Mars, but none of the combat. We'll have to say about that. Played with terrestrial combat, but not designed a ship yet, so this is going to be new, and we'll see how we go. I'm going to go with the Academy because I do quite like them. I don't know, I like it. I like that idea. They're not, as you can see here, they're not resisting outright. They're not serving the aliens or submitting. They're not looking to exploit the planet. They're not looking to escape Earth. They're looking to essentially cooperate with the aliens as equals, which is interesting. I thought, well, that's a very intriguing sort of objective there. So I quite like that. So let's see. Quite like that. Oh. Now, I'm going to have to think of a name, but I'm going to go with the Academy for now because it is the simplest to go with. But I'm going to go with Chairman because I think that's quite cool sounding. I'm going to go normal difficulty and go with the Academy. We may have to do a restart or two. It depends really on how it goes with the councillors. I'd kind of like to go for the Pan-Asian Combine, but we'll see. It very much depends on how things go there. Yes, we need to ascend. Now, I think it's a really interesting sort of outlook. I mean, it's like, I was considering humanity first and going for, like, extermination of the aliens, which is really quite cool. Or the resistance, which is essentially XCOM for the most part. But I thought, you know what, we'll go with the Academy. It's considered the harder one. So I thought we'll try it. We'll try. I think we tend to, as the Academy, begin with a scientist, but not always. I'm not entirely sure if the counselor role is completely random, but I'd imagine certain factions have it weighted in their favor.
We remember the day the stars answered.
That's loud.
The day we learned we were not alone.
Sorry about that. It's one of these games where the
rose on an
introduction videos are really
universe.
loud.
Some of us saw wondrous possibility, and others existential danger.
I don't know if any of you have
the
seen this video.
astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we fractured, taking refuge in our most primal emotions.
I do love that.
Each of us saw what we wanted to see.
Probably is XCOM.
Fear is understandable, a natural reaction to the unknown. It is only by joining together that we can rise above our base impulses. Our strength lies in our collective knowledge and our rich history of innovation. It is that bond that gives us courage, for if we cannot rise above our fear, we have learned nothing.
See, I think that's such an
we are lost.
Incredible message there. If we can't rise above our fear, we've learned nothing. And I think that's really incredible. Right, let me go ahead and turn this back up over here then. We can adjust the music as we go and sound effects in general. We'll see. Okay. An alien vessel has crashed down, at this time in Myanmar. So we'll see here.
Hello, Chancellor.
Oh, there we are.
The Council has
Li
appointed you
Qingzhao.
leader of our organization. I am Li Qingzhao, your provost. We are living in a time of chaos, ridden with both danger and opportunity. The alien arrival carries the potential for great good and great evil. And as yet, we have no way of knowing which it shall be.
There we are. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the councils that we have to begin with. And I think maybe take a look at how nations are currently viewing us, but we'll see here. Apparently we have support in Cuba, which is excellent. Okay, let's see. As we have a diplomat here, she's American, which is useful. Government counselor. That's useful. I believe, is that one unity or... I'll go ahead and double check. I'll go ahead and bring the US up here. Oh, cohesion, okay. Which is actually going to be quite useful. So that would give us a bonus. Hang on a sec. Oh, there we are, yeah. So where nations have cohesion that is at least above 6, we'll have a bonus, so that's quite good. Poliana. Okay, so she's actually quite useful. 7, 4, 6. The espionage is useful. 4 investigation, not bad. 4 administration, not bad. 2 to command, not bad. 5 security, okay. She's not bad there. Let's see what traits she could potentially get in the future then. Unifier. Yeah, see, that's quite good, actually. I quite like that one. Yeah, exactly. Is the music loud enough? I could up that, but I'll do that shortly. But so far, not bad. Right, these are the organizations that we could get access to. There's not any real cheap ones right now, but we'll have to see what we can get. And then we have our agent here, our counselor from Kunming, China. Now that's quite useful. She's a politician. So we have crackdown, purge, controlled nation, coup d'etat. Okay. Something useful there. That's a pretty good start to have two, I believe our diplomat, yeah, controlled nation. Yes, okay, so she can control nation, defend interests, advise, turn counselor, but she can't crack down, nor purge, I do believe. So we have crackdown and purge here, which is good. So I'm quite glad we have that. But she's government, which is good. Means we have access to organizations from the Chinese government, essentially. Or from China in general, but basically state organizations. Prosperous, that's good. She's a firebrand. Appears to the anger and fear of an uncritical audience. Monthly income is 4. Influence, that's useful. -3 espionage when detected by other counselors. +2 persuasion. Nations where... Okay, so she's more effective. Okay, so she's not going to be as effective in... Well, when it's at least 9. Okay. So education 6 and less, she's more effective. Where it's at least 9. She's less effective. But that's not too high of a bar. That's not too bad. And then in nations where the cohesion is 4 or less, she's actually more persuasive. So she's strong. She's not bad, actually. Persuasion 8. Investigation 6. Espionage 4. Command 3. Administration 5. Not bad. Not bad, actually. Like, I must say, that's not a bad start. I wouldn't consider it a bad start, actually. So what we're going to go ahead and do, and it's pretty good. We have like a counselor from each of the superpowers, which is quite useful. So I'm happy with that situation. We have really hefty opinion in the US there. That's quite good. Not much in China. China's mostly undecided here. Not really much in Japan. We might be able to sway that. Indonesia, not bad. India is actually mostly in favor of the 7s right now, which is not good. Yeah, exactly. Wow, heavy favor there in Turkey. France is okay, Germany's not bad, UK's not bad, Spain not bad, Italy not bad. Okay, what we're looking like in Russia? Wow, that's heavy in Russia. That's really heavy in Russia. Okay, now that's interesting. Heavy in Mongolia. Wow. Turkmenistan is ready to take the fight. Holy shit. 94%. Wow, that is really high. Genuinely impressive. The Afghans as well. This entire region, barring Iran, which is not particularly nonplussed. Well, they're fairly nonplussed. Okay. I'm just impressed by Turkmenistan. Holy crap. They're ready to go. Let's go ahead and just turn the background music up a little bit. Hopefully that should be a little bit better for the viewing experience. What a viewing experience it has been thus far. Why is the music loud here? Strange. Okay. Oh, I forgot to... Whoops. Click the wrong one there. Let me go back. Forgot to apply the settings there. Apply changes. Okay. Hopefully that's better. Okay. See, I was thinking about going for a... do let me know if that's too loud now. But I was thinking about going for like an Asian strategy of... Well, essentially going for like the East Asia combined superstates in this area of China. But China can come later. I've not had a start as of yet where I have as much public opinion in the US. Or Russia, in all honesty. Russia is obviously... Well, essentially we have the superpowers, we have major powers, and then obviously secondary powers and tertiary powers, etc. France is obviously great because France is in this universe still... Well, it's considered the leader of the European Union, and always. So you have to have France to be able to consolidate the European Union to a superstate. The US is effectively a superstate all of its own. Terra Invicta has only recently come out. I can't recall the actual release date. I had access to a demo, and I wasn't too fond of the demo and a press build. But I'm liking how this is shaping up so far. And if we take a look at the actual wider solar system right now, so we have Earth there, we have the other terrestrial bodies, and so on and so forth. It's going to be really interesting. This game has been really enjoyable for me thus far. But let's take a look then. Now, Russia's an interesting one because we do have a lot in the way of resources here. We do also have relatively good mission control. Russia is, of course, the lead nation of the Eurasian Union Federation. We do have Kazakhstan that could be integrated into the Eurasian Union fairly easily. I believe you can integrate Europe into the Eurasian Union too. So you have Belarus, sorry. And then obviously we do, well, this is 2022, so we do have the war ongoing in Ukraine over here, which could be one, it could go a number of different ways. I've seen Russia lose it, I've seen Russia win it. time moves in hours. You can turn up the speed pretty quickly. I forget what the length of a turn is, but I think it may be about 2 weeks or something like that, but I've never really paid that much attention to it. Okay. But if we take a look at Russia over here, so you can see that Russia has 9.2 points to spend. These are development points there, essentially. So Russia is... It's not poor. You can see that it has a GDP of 3.8 trillion. But it's not much wealthier than France. Germany is wealthier. Let's see here. 3.3. Yeah. Okay. So it's essentially... It is a major power, but it's not a superpower. It could be made into a superpower, but nowhere near as easily. But we don't have to pick just one. I am kind of leaning toward... I mean, like, Kazakhstan's fantastic, just for the fact that you do have the Baikonur Cosmodrome over here. And that produces a lot of boost. Like, boost is what we need to actually put things out into space there. So picking up Kazakhstan would be excellent for that. But I'm not too sure. And if we look... I don't know, I might go for a US strategy here then, considering we have such good public opinion. That's pretty high. You can see that the US as well produces quite a lot of boost. We do have a lot of mission control over here as well. We have the highest amount of science here of any nation. Then, how long can you play this campaign? Oh, tens of hours easily, I think. Tens of hours. Okay. But let's see then.
I'm here.
I'm going to have to go ahead and get somebody to investigate the alien activity, but I probably will hire another counselor. So essentially, let's see then. Decent opinion then in Canada, not so much in Mexico. I'm going to have to see how easy it would be for us to take the US there. So if I go over here to control nation, it's not going to be that easy.
Where to?
Let's see. 10%'s not bad. If you keep rolling for it, you can get that. But what we are going to be doing then is essentially, actually, let's see, developing. So 6 or less. So Mexico is a little bit too educated. Canada definitely too well educated. But over, oh wow. I didn't expect Cuba to be as educated, but they are. So that's cool, but not quite useful for me. We do have the Caribbean states over here, the Caribbean states. That's useful. It is bordering the US, so we would gain a bonus to actually having them there, at least on Draftway. They cost 6.96 to control, so not too bad. Yeah, so I'll have to try and make use of those. But 10%'s not bad to begin with.
At your service.
Let's see then. So 14% base over here, 31,
Orders.
39, and 31 there. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do then is, I guess we're going to aim for the US, at least at first. I had initially anticipated to go for East Asia, but again, it comes down to how your councils go. So we do have control of the International Space Station over here. So that's the Tiangong Station. The International Space Station is over here. So if we zoom in and take a look. Oh, Snake, it's a long time. I mean, this is not just on Earth. This is going to be quite wild. You'll see. Hey, Arthur. It more or less is a war game. But you can see that we do have control of the International Space Station here. Where's the sun? Can't see the sun from here. But if I go ahead and take a look, you can see that the International Space Station does actually give us some bonuses. So we are generated 5 research from here, which is useful. It does cost us some mission control. You can see it's generating power here too. We have here a solar collector, space science lab, and a solar collector. Now these are pretty handy. A small lab devoted to astronomy and planetary science grants a plus 3% bonus to our investment in mission control priority for modules in an Earth interface orbit, up to a maximum of 30% from all faction hubs. All tech category bonuses from hub modules. Okay. So it's useful. You can place different science labs on stations like this. You can even construct more science bases like this in orbit of the Earth or other planetary bodies. Later, we will be going ahead and settling on Luna, Mars, etc. If I go ahead and take a look at Luna, Whoops. Yeah, if we take a look at Luna over here then. So once we get to the point where we can actually send probes to Luna, we will be establishing colonies on Luna, and then we can actually set up bases there, but a little bit larger actually, and also be looking for resources here. The game is really quite pretty though, I must admit. We'll head back to Earth. So I guess we'll go for the US then, which means we want to take Mexico and Canada first. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and see about another counselor. Activist from North Korea. Wow. Pyongyang. That's impressive. Looking for certain traits though. Okay. He's not useful. He can't go to China. Only Nixon can go to China. I may wait a little bit longer then until we get some additional counselors here. But we'll see. Sumeli. Judges are not bad. Connected, which is useful to have additional influence there. Loyal as well. Expert. Okay, he's bringing in quite a lot of influence there. And some science there too, which is pretty useful. Okay, he's not bad. He can also crack down and purge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Stefano Di Stefano. What a name! I didn't even notice his name, but that's fantastic. Man, I love him. Okay, 6'6", Espionage 2. He's got decent admin. Okay, we'll go ahead and pick him up then. What a name, Stefano Di Stefano. That's an amazing name. Okay.
Ready.
Our diplomat there. Our judge here then. Okay.
Ready to go.
So she can't investigate alien activity, which leaves us a little bit, yeah, well, we don't have as many options. So what we're going to go ahead and do then is I'm going to go ahead and spend some influence over here then. And I would like to secure control of the nation. Well, parts of it. We have to control different aspects. You can see that we do have corporations here in Mexico, mass media, the legislator, and the executive. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Maybe it falls a little bit much for now, but should be okay. Stefano, 24 there, 10% here, okay. So we'll have Stefano go ahead and investigate alien activity.
Ready for my mission.
14 here, 31% over here then, okay. So I could go for that. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do... I mean, I could even go for these other states and it would help me to boost ourselves into Mexico. But I'm going to go ahead and spend... Wow, you're really not pretty good in Mexico. There we go. So we'll have you go for Canada then. So we have mass media, legislator, and the executive. Okay, so we'll go for those. Hopefully we rolled lucky and managed to pick those up. That would be nice. We'll take a look at our research here. Now, the tech tree is huge. Huge. Absolutely gigantic. And I've got through part of it, but not all of it. But it is gigantic. Absolutely freaking huge. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. I've got nowhere near to the end of it. How you doing there, Daniel? What a great name, by the way. This game is made by the creators of the Long War mod for XCOM. But yes, that is a tech tree, my man. That's a tech tree. Okay. But you'll see, the gameplay is it's quite fascinating, actually. So we have audience research here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up audience research. I could dictate... Yeah, that's a tech tree. I'm going to go ahead and spend our science points over here in audience. That will give us some extra influence, and it doesn't look a project I would like, but I'm going to try and take control of these as well. How the tech system works in this game is that you have... there's about, 8 factions? And all of them will research cumulatively... Well, they'll work together to research. But what happens is if you dedicate the most research to a technology that is in progress, when it's completed, you get to choose the next technology to research. So it's really powerful. If you actually win this lottery, essentially, then you can steer it in the direction you want to go and towards your own faction objectives. So that's very cool. Now, speaking about objectives as the Academy, we need to first investigate alien crash. It's big, Snake. It's big. And then obviously we have control of nations and justify space and build a council. Okay, so we'll go with that. I don't think there's any organizations I can take on right now, and I can't, so we'll go forward. I could recruit another councillor shortly, but we'll see about that. So I'll speed things up here. Right, so select management team. I do believe I'm going to go for the scientists and engineers. Money I've never really found to be an issue. Maybe I'm just not spending it. You can invest money into nations. There may be another use in the future, but I've never quite found it to be heavily required for me. But I'm going to go... Well, usually I end up setting up shop in Europe, so we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be different for me. So I'm going to go for scientists and engineers, which increases my monthly research income by 15, which is going to make it a bit easier. Yeah, it's going to take some UI work. The game's obviously still in development. So, UN Security Council meets then. So unfortunately, the hopeful show of international unity did not materialize, with China, Russia, and the United States accusing each other of hiding knowledge about the alien crash and preventing... I forgot to actually... Oh no, I have it underway, okay. And preventing full access to the site. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage, even making our case directly to the nations of the world. However, with the eyes of the world on these meetings, our council's risk of exposure to our enemies is extremely high. Okay. Yeah, I'd say this is better than Stellaris so far. It's a different game to Stellaris, but it's a good one. I like it. It scratches a different itch. Okay. So I'm going to deliver a manifesto to the world. It does gain us 50 influence. It does expose us, but it should be okay. But I'm going to go ahead and gain that influence. It also does give us a public opinion boost in different countries around the world, so that's going to be useful. So we have other factions here. So we have the Initiative, Project Exodus, and that's the only two that we've been able to make contact with. So the others may have decided to stay in the shadows. The growing realization that we are not the sole sapient species in the universe is causing many to see their fellow humans in a new light, leading to the hopes that we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the alien arrival as one people. Okay, let's try to set aside our differences and go forward together. Indeed. So I'm hoping that we can gain control, but we'll see. So I have learned some useful information from my investigation of UFO crash site in Myanmar. We receive a small bonus to our xenology research going forward. I think each time you investigate these and deal with the aliens, you gain about a 1% bonus. It does add up over time, and it's definitely worth doing. Okay, we do have a complete objective here. So we gain 20 influence, and we gain 20 research, which is not too bad. We have gathered some fragments of debris from the site of analysis, but there's no sign of a spacecraft crew. Are they hiding? Did some other human organization seize them? Or do they have their own plans? We will surely find out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. So we're making our way towards audience research here. 41, 41 here at 64. Okay. I'm going to try and take control of these when I get the chance. But I want this just to begin with. Maybe not an ultimate move, but it should be okay. Control of the US will be nice. We do have resources here in the US. Do have boosted mission control. You can essentially run a game from just the US. Later you can gain technology that will allow you to create essentially the North American Union. You can essentially control many different nations and superstates in the game. Europe is very good. I think the EU is essentially the first superstate that can be created, or at least it's the most easily done, and also has a lot of room for expansion. The Eurasian Union can be created too, so yes. Yeah, the nations of the world essentially come under the control of these different factions. So these factions do have their own end goals. Ours, as the Academy, is essentially, we're not going to fight the aliens, we are going to resist them, but we're going to try and seek essentially equality with the aliens. We'll cooperate with them and become equals, but we need to demonstrate that we are equals to the aliens. So that's going to take some effort, and we'll have to fight off their invasions when they do come. Okay, so you're not able to be useful right now. I can't pick up... Oh, I can pick up an organization here. Okay. Seventh Sword. Headquartered in Guangzhou. That's not bad to begin with, actually. Indeed diplomatic, which I think is really interesting. So, if I pick up this international organization, we gain ops over here. So you can see this one here. This is for small-scale combat espionage operations. It's pretty useful. You don't get a huge amount there. We would be spending 80 influence over here. But I do gain espionage and I do gain security. But I also do... Yeah, this is made by the people who made the XCOM Long War mod, so you can definitely see the influence there. If I take this, I can extract counselor, detain counselor, stabilize nation, assault alien asset. I don't think I have anybody who could assault alien assets, so that would be pretty useful to have there. So we have our politician here. Okay. Yeah, the aliens, they're built up in the solar system. And they treat humanity with some respect, with some caution. But the aliens have no reason to sort of advance their plans quickly. Unless you force their hand, essentially. But we'll see. Okay. 6 and 2. Six and 4. Right, 6, 4, 3. That espionage is pretty good, man. Command of 2, command of 1. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll purchase this for Marina Jesus Eduarte, or Jesus Eduarte. So it's not going to apply right now, but it will in the future. But that's useful then, so we'll have somebody who can actually assault alien assets. Yeah, that's not too bad. It does cost us... I don't think she's actually producing income, so I will have to get an organization that produces income, but we'll see about that. Okay.
We're taking over.
Right, so we do have a foothold in Mexico. Hopefully we get a second. Ah, no, we failed there. But we've got our inroad into Mexico. Whoops. Right, so we now control corporations. Whoops. So you can see that organizations that are based in Mexico or headquartered in Mexico would actually cost us less funds to actually acquire now. You can see that we're actually gaining some science here from Mexico. So you can see knowledge here, 3.49, 34.9, we're gaining 8.7 from Mexico. We want to control the US because we'll gain a heck of a lot. Gain a lot of everything, basically. But we'll keep on building there. Can try and focus our efforts for the most part. Every other nation, well, every other faction is essentially scrambling at the beginning now to influence the nations of the world and build their own power bases. So, let's see, 32 over here to the north. I'm going to go ahead and spend on that. Okay. We'll make our way. Let's see. Spaceflight program. I'm not saying anything for the... I suppose we need to have a spaceflight program before we can have mission control then. Okay. I'm trying to think how I'm going to steer Mexico here, but we'll see. I don't need to worry about that too much. We still have plenty of time to decide the course of these nations. I may have to abandon them for more control points, really, but we'll see. Hopefully we can gain control. Getting control over here in Canada would be useful. Essentially, it is going to be quite difficult to crack the United States. It is going to be difficult, but we'll try. That's essentially what we're going to be doing here in the first part. Okay, so we gain control here. Ah, there we go. That's good. Oh, that's excellent. Okay. Our council has been spotted, though, so they're going to be subject to potential missions from enemy agents, but we'll see. So there's an unknown operative operating in Brazil there, but I'm not too interested right now. I will try to crack down on other factions as we get the chance, especially the servants who they're here to essentially serve the aliens. They're capitulationists essentially, or collaborators really. Okay. So I'm going to continue here in Canada. I don't have a huge amount of influence coming in, but I'm going to continue to just pump it in here just to take over. I will need more then, obviously, for the US. 2 gives me a decent up boost. Yeah, go for that. You can continue. I could build public... I mean, public opinion here is really good, so I'm going to keep on building public opinion when we start cracking the US. That'll be useful. So... nothing right now. They're building an experience as well, so I can try and get them some traits in the future. Hey, didn't there, Salty Dodger? Yeah, there will be more as well. And the war in the Pacific will be coming out in the near future. Just need to get the time. I did a couple hours of study here today, so I could actually have the time to do the stream. Okay. So... yes, okay. There we are. So we have managed to gain control here in Canada. So what we have now then is we have control of the mass media, the legislature, and the executive. So we can consolidate our authority in Canada. So I believe it always takes about 180 days, but I think it may depend, but I think it's about 180 days. But once we consolidate our control over the executive, we can control the nation's policy, and you can do lots of different things. Have it declare war, have it make peace, have it unify, have it join federations. Yes, there will be the play-by-email of War Pacific in the near future. I'm hoping by the end of the month we should be able to get that done, but it's just going through. AT Parlementaire has been such a awesome guy in helping me to prepare that. But the first turn's always the trickiest. Once you get past the first turn, then things will speed up significantly. But let's take a look over here then. What bonuses do we have? So bonus to public campaign missions in this nation. Bonus to purge missions against the executive in this nation. Does that give us a bonus to defendant too? Ah, defends executive from purges of control by the same faction. Okay, interesting. Access to set policy mission in this nation, yeah. Okay. So you can see that we're actually gaining a significant amount of science here from Canada. And in fact, gaining everything from Canada here. So Canada is serving our goals exclusively right now. Which is good. Mexico, obviously, almost completely under our control. And it's moving towards us. So that's good news. We will start increasing our income. As well as these nations come under our control. Yeah, it would be nice. Okay. So, 15%. 19%, okay. I'm not going to spend too much. What I'm instead going to go ahead and do then is, if you take a look here. No, we only have an 11% chance right now. You can see here, control points and neighbors actually really adds up a lot. I think the Caribbean is considered a neighbor. Cuba, I'd imagine, as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is gain control of Cuba and the Caribbean states too. And then I'm going to use that, leverage that influence upon the US, really. And try and take control. I mean, while we're doing this, other nations of the globe are being gobbled up too. You can see that we have two factions over here fighting in France. So we have the Resistance as well as the Initiative. Over here we have the Protectorate in the United Kingdom. Project Exodus in Italy. Russia hasn't been touched right now, nor has Kazakhstan. China's very hard to crack. South Korea is very popular right now. Very popular. The Pacific States. Okay. Yeah. So pretty interesting so far then. Yeah. I mean, they said they would never do a War in Pacific too, but we'll see. Okay, so we have our audience there, which is useful. I did want to have some additional influence to throw around. What I'm going to go ahead and do though now. I'm not going to be able to take that one. But these other ones are... they're pretty doable. So what we'll do then is we'll get to the point of where we're leading, as you can see over here, and then we'll go on to the second one. And then later I can hijack that. We do have a decent science income. Because we have Canada, we're getting quite a lot there. Oh, okay, there we go. So Cuba should be pretty
Our
easy.
supporters are in place.
We've gained full control of Mexico now.
Mission cancelled.
Right. That's been cancelled, but that was a good roll there. So, I will decide the nation priorities depending on if we can keep them or not. Right.
Standing by for orders.
So, I do want to go ahead and actually start a public campaign over here in America.
I will tell our
So we'll have her fly there. 97, 82. I'm going to take control of these states over here. I could spend influence over here in Canada and Mexico to defend our interests and make it harder for other powers to come in there and try and take them from us. But I want to focus on trying to get to the US. Okay. Right now, their priorities are set towards a spaceflight program and generating knowledge, somewhat to the economy, welfare of the state. Spoils is essentially where you're trying to keep the nation's elites happy. Spoils can also be used to generate a huge amount of cash. You can go full spoils into a nation and essentially drive it into the ground in the name of generated funds for your faction. Like, you could do it with Saudi Arabia and Singapore. You could drive those nations into the ground so hard, they just take so long to recover. It's not going to happen. Wow, only 4%. So we have pretty high public relations here in the US. We'll continue. Okay, select an advisory team. We may now appoint our faction's chief advisors. Okay, so this is how we'll impact the nations. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because we're going for the US, we already do have good mission control and boost here as the US, so I'm going to go for economic development. Military could be quite useful as well, in fact. I mean, America has the premier military. They have the highest level of technology. They also have a tremendously large fleet, which makes a big difference. They also have 28 nuclear weapons over here. Wow. Strategic nuclear barrages. Nukes are a big part. But I'm going to go for economic development, and because America has 19.4 investment points, and I want to really, really push that. Ah, there we go. So we have... Oh, okay, so we do have global... There we are. Oh, I won it without actually being able to... without keeping up. Okay. So let's see. This one's really useful because it actually does make it cheaper to go into space. I don't need to rush space too hard. If we can get the US, then that's going to be great. Let's see. Okay, so they've finished that one. I might still be able to win this mission space, but we'll see. 5.513 a day. But this is the first alien vessel that has been spotted here. I don't know what class it is. Faithful Wanderer. Where's F? Yeah. So this has been spotted out into the solar system here, and it is moving towards Earth.
Prepping for next mission.
We'll worry about that later. Okay, so we have Cuba,
Got our
and we're working on the Caribbean states. These servants. She reminds me of an actress, and I can't put my finger on who it is I'm thinking of. Oh, I tell you, she reminds me of the, I can't remember her name, but in The Walking Dead from the first season, there's a character, or it might be the second season, but there is a character. If you've seen The Walking Dead, you'll know who I mean when what I'm talking about. I don't know her name, but I swear to God, she's her double. It's, yeah. The possible endgame scenarios are essentially setting up space colonization across the solar system, devising fleets, and taking the fight to the aliens. I don't know. I've not really got to the endgame, to be honest. I can't really give you a full idea of what to expect. Okay. So we've got Cuba here.
standing by.
There we go, 19%. So you can see this is increasing here due to control points in neighbours. And the only other neighbour, I guess, would be the UK with their territory there. We've got the others. So I'm just going to keep on. I'm just going to spend some influence here now. We've got pretty good odds. Yeah, we've got some pretty good odds
Bringing
there.
them on board.
Reporting in.
Oh, some really good odds, in fact. Okay.
Bringing them to our side.
So by doing this, we'll crack the Premier superpower. Let's take control of the Caribbean state here. And that is just going to allow it to just increase the amount of... Just increase the chance I have of taking the US. It is going to cost us essentially all the control points we have. I imagine to take the US, but it'll be worth it. You can see the largest states have additional control points that you need to take. Okay, control... sorry, mission to space. So let's see, we missed out on that one. So deep space propulsion concepts. That's fine. 1,000 research here. I'm gonna go for... We'll just go for something like that. You can see that we're generating okay influence
Our supporters are in
and
place.
income there too. Okay, so we have the Caribbean states under our control.
Failed to take control.
Wow, critical failure. Actually decreased public opinion, but not by too much.
Presence is growing.
Okay, there we go. So, because we've spent that time placing our influence in these other nations, it has made it easy to get to the US. Excuse me. Still have a bit of a cough here at the moment. So, taking control of the financial sector for the beginning. And we have taken control of one of the US armies here. So, as you build, like essentially these control points control military units, well, armies essentially. So you can see that we have one under our control. America has the largest army with 6, and I think the largest navy too. So pretty awesome. But we have the 1st Infantry Division under our control here, based in Minneapolis. We could do a lot of things with that. Essentially, we could play the US as a warmongering state, and that would be great. But we'll see. See, France has this over here. The closer you are to the equator, the more efficient it is to have boosts as well. Boost is essentially the capacity to send objects into space, tonnage into space. It is easier near the equator, so yeah, pretty cool. I think I forget which one is the best. I forget exactly where the equator is. It could be kind of out this line here. But yeah, this is pretty good. Guyana is pretty good. Okay. So what I can go ahead and do then is join the rat race over here then. Yeah. I'm not gonna spend that much influence, but I'm gonna keep rolling here. We should be able to net it then. Okay. Alien signatures allows factions to detect alien abductions on Earth. And that is one of our objectives there. Okay. Management resource. Okay. I mean, once we get the US, we'll have a lot more science to play with.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden age of advancement and
I mean, these
prosperity
texts are
to
really good. There's a lot of information here.
But I'm a realist.
This is what I was looking for here, clandestine
Any
cells.
race advanced enough to
Not there, but it should be in the future. Oops. Not seeing it right now. That's fine.
We were unable to establish control.
That's fine. We'll keep trying.
Still lack support.
Right. So we have a ship in low Earth orbit, which was the one I believe that we saw earlier. Wow, 3 failures, that's rough. So we'll have to go and... Yeah, there we go. Landed in Brazil. Or crashed in Brazil.
What's the op? Reporting in.
So we're going to investigate.
Recon the site.
Ready to go.
You can see that we're right on our cap right now. So once we do take the US, then we'll have to start... Yeah, we'll have to start abandoning nations. I'll randomly unlock later. Thanks then, Good to have you, my man. Right, I'm going to keep throwing influence at this. Once we do have it, it's well worthwhile.
Bringing them on board.
At your service.
Ah, she's really good here. I'm going to spend about 4. I don't want to spend too much, but I could spend a decent amount. I could even pick up another counselor. It would help having somebody with really high admin, like a tycoon's got a lot of admin there. They can also perform hostile takeovers. Yeah. Which is pretty useful. Wow. He's very chill looking, but we have an officer here. So, assault enemy space asset, investigate alien activity, assault alien asset. How you doing there, David? I've really come to love the game actually so far. It's been really, really fascinating. I'm looking forward to finding out more about it as we get further into it. A journalist there, obviously, would be quite useful for the US. Moroccan. I do like the officer here. He has some pretty high command, which is quite useful there. Can't crack down, but I already have somebody who can do that. I think I have 2, in fact, that can crack down. I believe command is used for advising as well. Yeah. Science, command, and administration. Alright. Ah, he's a military scientist as well, which is really handy. Transparent, low profile, and a veteran. He's actually pretty good there. So he'll grant us additional knowledge, additional research, but he gives us plus 15% to space science. I quite like him. Admin's not bad either. He's actually not bad. He's got... Yeah, he's pretty good. Command's good. 9 is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and we'll pick him up. Dex. What a great name. Great name for a great man. So in fact, what I'll go ahead and do then is have you investigate...
Standing by for orders.
And have Marina continue to help push over here.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
Can we pick up any organizations we can? Door Inc. Which is great. So they're headquartered in Denver. Oh, I think that could actually be made cheaper if we take on additional control points here in the US. This one is giving us bonus to funded income from this nation. Bonus to stabilize mission. Organize. Yeah, so we have to get to the corporations to make the orgs cheaper, which makes sense. Ooh, the initiative. Yeah, I can imagine they're pretty fun. This is it. There's lots of different ways as the game develops as well. It'll be interesting to see how they may diverge in the future. Now that's a pretty solid one there. It's not actually costing me any income, but it generates knowledge, engineering, project, science, and admin. That's actually really solid. I don't actually have a scientist, so I think what I'll do next is gain a scientist. Because my science right now is pretty low. But that's pretty useful, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. It does actually improve admin too, so a useful tech to have. A useful organization to have, I should say. Right. Excuse me. Sorry about the cough. Still got a wee bit of cold. Just a wee bit. Okay.
We're taking over.
Right, there we go. We've gained a second one here now, which is excellent.
We've gained
Oh, third! Wow. We're into the... Oh, 4. Nice. You can see we're really quite over now, so... I'm going to go ahead and have to begin abandoning states. We'll still have control there, but... essentially, I'll show you what happens here. So, we have Cuba. I'm going to go ahead and abandon them. So I'm not going to pay the control point upkeep for them, which was really quite low. But you can see here we have this this icon here, which indicates a crackdown. So what that means is another unit, well, another council could come in here and purge our control out of this nation. But that's fine. Just abandon them. I think we still gain the bonus.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
But we're pretty deep in here as well. You gain additional benefits from having control of the additional, well, of the other control points there. Oh yeah, definitely Daniel. Oh, Daniel? Daniel. I don't know how to pronounce that actually. I'm just going to say Overlock. Yeah, once we abandon the nation as well, we do lose out on its benefits, so it is a rough thing to do. So I'll hold on to Mexico for now. But the US will make up. I mean, you can see here the US is already made up for it. Huge amount of resources there. And to get control of additional aspects of the US military here. I think we have one of them based in Korea if we wanted to do things out that way too. But we'll see. Right, let's continue pushing it here. Once we gain control of the legislature and the executive, then yeah, we can fully set up shop here. The US, you can see we have a huge amount of options here. Huge amount. The army is already huge and just fantastic, which is good. Let's see. How we'll want to take this, I have... I guess I'll continue to boost the economy. Well, no, knowledge as well. I do want to go ahead and fix the unrest issue. Inequality is quite high, so I'd like to try and fix that as well. But we'll fix that after we get ourselves fully set up here. Or in fact, I could go ahead and start stabilizing the nation now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you can see, we have national cohesion. What bonuses am I getting here? Control points to neighbors, popular support. Okay. Right, so I'm going to begin to stabilize the US here. The good news as well is we control a decent amount of humanity's nuclear stockpile.
Violence is abating.
There we are, continue. Let me go ahead and check on research. We should be generating a decent amount now, 8.948. So we're on top here. We'll get on top over here as well then. Audience research. Excuse me. Danielle. Okay. Right.
We're taking over.
Oh, there we go. So we have control of the legislator. If we can gain the executive this turn, and we do. Okay.
Significant support.
We're in the White House, baby. That's good. You can see I'm fairly over now. So we are going to have to abandon Mexico. Which actually puts me right on the money. That's actually pretty amusing. So we're we're right on there. We still have the ability to control their priorities. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do then is, let's see. I think exploratory places that towards the economy. I'll have them go that way. As long as I can control them, that's okay. I'm not getting any knowledge from them, so I just want them to establish their own space programs if they can. And then maybe later on I could actually integrate them. Yeah, we have a control cap over here. So once I see the control cap, I start losing a large amount of influence. And when you lose influence, you can't do a lot of things. So, yeah, we're going to abandon them for now. But there we go. So I hadn't ever previously controlled the US. I'd seen it fall in many a revolution and many a coup. But we do have control of the premier superpower now, which is pretty good. I mean, really good. I would love to try and take China, but you need to have a huge amount of control points to be able to do that. Well, a large control point cap. The resistance is taken Japan. I wasn't initially going to go for the East Asian Combine, so, but we'll see about that. Maybe later we can go for them. There's research that you can gain that increases the cap. You can have higher levels of administration, which increase the cap. You can also create super states, which decreases the cap. So it decreases the amount of capacity it takes to control a nation when you combine them. But because the US is so large, I mean, obviously with it being a superpower, yeah, as well, the cost of maintaining these and taking these is based, I believe, partially on the nation's GDP. So the US has a second largest GDP, I believe, at 22.285 trillion. China has 26 there, nearly 27. So yeah, they're quite expensive to move into. You also do have to deal with other aspects of this nation, such as its authoritarianism and censorship. So it is difficult to move into China. You can take the control of these nations around China, which will give you a bonus and make it that much easier. But it's still a difficult one. You still have to spend time. But we're in December 2022 now. The European Union had you control of... I've done a couple of European Union games. If you take control of France and Germany, you can unify them in 2024. It's also a good idea to take control of Britain too, because you can have them rejoin the European Union, and then in 2025 have them unify into the European Union. But Benelux as well is a good one to bring in. They're quite wealthy, lots of nations. The difficulty is, just as you can join federations like the European Union, different factions can have nations leave such federations, which, yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but you work with it. You work with it. Right. So let's think about what we want to do here then as the US. Generating a huge amount of knowledge. I don't know whether I need to increase that, because that's already a premier amount of knowledge. And if we take a look here, China generates 307. Yeah, exactly. The UK 112, 94, 149. Yeah, Russia's still empty. I'd like to... Wow, Russia's actually relatively cheap. I'm not surprised. It's not a superpower. Taking Kazakhstan would be good. Goddammit, okay, the servants have begun to control Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has the same boost as the United States. Actually, more than the United States. So yeah, that Cosmodrone's pretty wild. I've got 6 mission controls over here. I'm going to continue to produce them. Mission controls as well. I believe... Okay. I think if you have mission controls that are not being utilized, I think it gives you a bonus towards your knowledge. Yeah, so 0.6 from unused mission control. So it is worthwhile constructing them. Knowledge. Let's see. They have a lot of nukes. They've got 30 nukes. That's a lot of nukes. China has 3. France has 3. UK 2. I think India has some nukes. North Korea has nukes. Who else has nukes? Iran can move towards nukes. You can see they're pretty close to it already. Israel has nukes. Who else has nukes in the world? I can't remember now. But yeah, there you go. We have a decent amount of nukes there. We don't have quite the Russian stockpile, but yeah. Nukes really deter other nations from declaring war new. There we go. So, if I recall, having military forces helps with unity as well, or at least with unrest, I believe. Okay. Trying to think how I would have set this up. Oh, it's just your priorities here. Like, the US has 3.7, so it's polarized as a society, but we are, well, we have a flawed democracy. Whereas China is authoritarian but peaceful right now. I mean, they are being stabilized. And their cohesion is considered dominated, which makes sense. So I think their inequality is moderate while it's high in the US. So I think what we'll go ahead and do then is try and free the US there. What do I need to decrease that? That's gonna take some. That's gonna take some doing there. What do they want? 17%. Okay. I can decrease on mission control for now. fact, I'm going to keep some in mission control just to keep that ticking on by. Boost I want to keep focusing on. Funding is generating me, as you can imagine, funds. But I can decrease that. Allocate GDP essentially elsewhere. Yeah. Investing in the economy is a good thing, as you can imagine. That'll up our GDP. Yeah, you can just see it's huge there. And obviously having a higher GDP increases the amount of investment points, which increases the things you can do elsewhere. So we've got that, and then I'll go for unity. Spoils is awful. Decrease these for now. In fact, I'll just stop mission control for now. This is going to have a negative impact on knowledge, but I want to fix the issues here of a nation. It will increase the cap. Oh, the cap cost anyway. it's quite amusing like that. Okay, I'll just see what happens. I'm still getting used to the game, so I could be wrong here in these choices, but we'll see. So we'll go for economy, welfare, unity. Oh, military would help as well, actually, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, military technology will go up faster in a nation with no unrest. But we'll see how that goes. I could even drop funding, in fairness. I think I will for now. Okay. So I can advise as well, which helps. So I'm gonna have them help stabilize the nation.
What's the op? We'll turn down the heat.
She can help
Lending
advise.
expertise.
Okay. So if we take a look over here, then we have our relations. Excuse me. So you can see these are the nations under control of the academy. Obviously not counting the US. The resistant controls Tajikistan. Off Guinea for the humanity first. Yeah, okay. They control France, Brazil, Burkina Faso, North Korea, Guyana. Okay. The servants, Iceland. Not Iceland! Oh, okay. They're doing pretty good there. They got the UK there too. Right. Plenty of unaligned right now. So I could actually attempt to ally rather easily with India if I wanted to. The international scene gets pretty wild as you have alliances made and unmade, wars declared. Gets pretty wild. I could even try to remove China in time from being a rival, which may be worthwhile. I forget. Let's see what happens here with rivals. I think it just make it difficult for some aspects. Yeah. There's not really anything I want to do right now anyway. Oh, I forgot to... yeah, spacefight. Nah, fine. Okay. I may return the 2nd Infantry Division from Korea to the US, but we'll continue as we are now.
Lending my
Okay.
expertise.
So you can see here then, she's not doing too much because she's not really suited for it, but she's helping to increase the GDP, well, the equation used to calculate investment points by 5%, and she's also helping to increase build tech value. Okay, terrorist bombings. Right. A series of bombs have ripped through Mexico City. Use the bombs as a pretext to crack down on opponents. It's not too bad. So, decreases. So we're going to see damage to the economy here in Mexico City. So Mexico's going to suffer from this. And Mexico's not poor, really. They're fairly wealthy compared to a lot of other nations. Good second line nation? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Okay. I can restore the... Wow, yeah, they have an insurgency right now, so I'm going to have to work on stability in Mexico there. But it does increase like cohesion, actually. They're polarized right now, but that's actually not too bad. I do gain a pretty large boost in public opinion. Oh, I said large. Yeah, so that's actually helped them out there. So that is actually going to help to bring down the insurgency there. Okay. Clandestine cells, there we go, increase their control management.
Things are stabilizing.
There we are.
Violence is abating.
Violence is abating.
God damn it. Right, let's see. So winning out here, 163, 173. I just need to keep an eye on these. But what I'm going to go ahead and do then is go for clandestine cells there. We have abandoned Mexico, so essentially anybody could come in here now and take this away from us. And we don't gain anything from Mexico, but we still have control of its priorities while we do control its control points. So we've abandoned it, so we're not controlling it directly. We have control over it, but we're not there. We've kind of left the office and just left the lights on at this moment in time. But nobody seems to be too interested right now, so it's okay. It's still technically going for us, so that's fine. That's fine. So we're using them to like go for space programs. So inequality's coming down. The cohesion will begin to increase. Okay.
Our only hope is to understand what the aliens want with us and determine how to satisfy them without losing our independence.
Yeah, and that's the protectorate. Right, the Summons Fail Purge mission. Oh, there we go. Just as I mentioned it, they're trying to kick us out of Canada and Mexico. As soon as I mentioned it. Ah, that's amazing. As soon as I mention it, yeah, that's it. They're like, oh, okay, that's a good point there. Yeah, I've got the Caribbean and Cuba, but obviously I've abandoned them just the same way too. I am going to go ahead and actually... You spent 20 influence over here, but what it does is essentially makes it much, much harder to take these. So I'm going to defend our influence, our interest in America here. Right, there we are. Still working towards stability here, but we'll get there pretty quickly. Oh, we also do have a nuke button over here. So a nuclear strike package available to your order, but we don't have any targets for it right now. But you know, just saying, just saying. Yes, we'll likely lose control of these soon enough. The good thing about Canada is you do have a resource region over here, which grants a bonus to the nation's economy priority. There is also global warming in the game. They haven't added a actual meter to be able to see that yet, but in the future they will do. Oh, as the US, we do have, what do you call it over here? We do have San Juan. I forget the name of it now. Oh, what's the name of the island? Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. As we do have Puerto Rico over here, so this would be a pretty good place to develop mission control. Sorry, boost as well, actually, because it's a little bit closer to the equator. That's French. We do have Hawaii out here. The Hawaiian Islands is actually pretty good too. I mean, we do have like Guam and these islands too, but a little bit small. Yeah. Right.
Protecting our interests.
Can I send a probe to Luna?
Order is returned.
Things are cooling off.
Damn it.
Things are stabilizing.
Not yet. Okay. As soon as we can, we're going to go ahead and send a probe to Luna. Yeah, there we go. So they started taking away Mexico from us. But that's fine. It'll take them some time to take control, but they will take control if they want to do so. The good thing about Mexico as well is the fact that it has the resource regions here. Oh well. You can see we're now moving towards peace. That's still really quite difficult now. See, we do have inequality due to resource regions. Yeah. I could invest directly into welfare, which would help to some extent. Not many organizations I could pick up right now. Do have the FBI there. Not seen too many. Don't think you can actually take on a trait boost there. You're our judge. Connect is very useful. He's actually pretty good. Quick learner as well is very good, so it makes these actually cheaper. So I could have been upping him earlier, in fact. Okay. Puppet Master there. Extra income's very useful. Government. Where's he from? He's Italian. Can make him a national hero, which would make him more effective in Italy. But I do like that Puppet Master, as it gives us additional influence. So I'll go towards Puppet Master. Senior military scientist there. 25% boost. That's pretty wild. I will be moving towards getting a scientist next as my advisor. Counselor. Unify is pretty useful. Pretty useful indeed. So very effective in nations where unity is low and education's low.
Where do you need me? We'll make things safe.
Okay. What I'm going to go ahead and do then is that I can't really effectively attempt to fight back there. I could go over my captain extent, to be honest. So I may want to start looking towards these Central American nations as they're relatively cheap. Are there any particular use? Like, that would be good for boost, really. How about Kazakhstan? Ooh, taking Kazakhstan actually is going to be quite good. I'm going to go ahead and try and get Kazakhstan. The reason being, they have a lot of boost. Really knows in Russia, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try and take Kazakhstan next. That'll give me even more boost. I can also... And also the thing is I'm denying it to others. Oh, so we had a critical success there, that's good. So I'll try and take Kazakhstan. It's going to put us over, but I should have enough influence to keep things going pretty smoothly. Well, I'm definitely going to have enough. Okay, they're still trying to tie up Canada. Or Canada. Right, inequality's coming down, it's going to take some time. Cohesion's increasing. We are now peaceful. The US is at peace. Very good. Okay. Being at peace as well does help everything else. You see democracy increase as well, which is quite handy. But that does take a while. What can I do to increase that? So knowledge priority, okay. Makes sense. What do I need for welfare, really? So, because I'm going to be going for Kazakhstan, I'm going to go ahead and reduce that there. Actually, I might be able to boost it back up in a second. So 17%. God damn. No, I'm definitely not doing this perfectly. Still need to really learn the game to understand how and what I should be doing. Right. So we have our officer here then. I am going to be looking for alien activity if I can find it. But I do especially want to be cracking down on the servants where I can find them. Wherever they are. Where are they? Okay, they're looking to establish themselves in Africa, it seems. Like Nigeria would be good because it's got resources there. So we'll be looking towards taking resources as we go too. Well, actually, where the heck? Oh, we also do have another resource region here, that's good. Taking Japan would be nice too. Australia's got some resources too. Nobody's in India? Wow, okay. Like, India's another good one there too. The higher the population and the GDP, like, the better. Like, China's the strongest with that huge population and high investment point and high GDP. You get more from your actual investment returns. Where the heck is the servants? I guess they were here in Africa. That's pretty wild.
Ready for orders.
Try and purge them.
Targeting the opposition.
Standing by. Targeting their center of power.
Alright, so try and take Kazakhstan.
Your orders?
I'm gonna go ahead and stabilize Kazakhstan,
We'll make things safe.
considering that's where I'm gonna be moving
Ready to
next. I could do with somebody with some decent admin and then obviously science too would be nice. I'm not really earning much in the way of income now because I took all the funding away. I'll have her work towards stability in Kazakhstan too.
Restoring order.
Okay. What can the US do if they wanted to? Declare war on Russia, China. Could do those. Interestingly on Cuba. Let's go ahead and change our relationship. So I'm gonna remove the US as a rival. There we are. Ally with Mexico. And I may as well ally here with the Caribbean states too. Why not? So we have alliances there. Okay. So you can see that we are producing a decent amount of boost there. Oh, I haven't checked on science. God damn it. Ah! Did I mean to crack down? I meant purge. Win in there, win in there. I'm dropped the ball on this one, but I may still be able to win. Ah, I should be able to still win out of that one. And then I'll move towards clandestine cells and get another councillor, but it will be a science councillor.
We've removed some threats.
Right, there we are. Got our people there in Kazakhstan. We lose a legislator in Canada. Ah, and there's the sevens. They're showing up in Canada. Okay, they must have heard.
Your orders. Establishing control.
Where to?
Okay.
Establishing control.
So we're going to improve a lot of Kazakhstan. I mean, Kazakhstan has a decent amount of wealth, actually. Like a decent amount of GDP. For such a small population as well, which is pretty impressive. Well, relatively small. But yeah, once we take control of that, it's going to be pretty awesome for us. I guess cooperate would be fine, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we will do. As soon as we get Kazakhstan, then we will begin to fight back. Even if I can't take it and hold it, I will just make sure that they can't either. So we have nuclear fission in space. Fission power is going to be useful. Also shipbuilding. We'll want industrialization of space later. Yeah, advanced electromagnetism. So we need mass drivers. Nuclear fission in space is very useful too. We'll go for that one to begin with. Others I can steer that way too. Yeah, so you can see that we're actually leading the way over here. And that's essentially how it works when you have high science. Because we have the International Space Station and we obviously have different things boosting us on research and knowledge. We have everything Gucci. They're not too far behind here, so I'll put more over here. Then focus on clandestine cells.
Violence is abating.
Yeah, that's good.
Things are cooling off. Our presence is growing.
Right, there we go. So we have control now of Kazakhstan, which is costing us, but it's not too far over the actual limit. I could probably go for other nations. I'll probably go for resource nations as well. But yes, there we go. So... now because they're part of Eurasian Union, they are also sending some of this boost out to Eurasia. But we've always been at war with Eurasia. But... what I could do... once I've actually consolidated my control of the executive, is I can have Kazakhstan leave the Eurasian Union. But I might actually go ahead and actually take on the Eurasian Union. And then I could actually just merge them into a super state and as well use that potentially move into Europe, if not found in the European Union. But they're entrenched pretty heavily now. So yeah, there we go. I don't really want knowledge from them. Knowledge isn't going to do me too much. It would help with their democratic situation, but it doesn't really much matter. I don't really need funding from them either. What do they want? 40 fucking A. Fucking hell. So, if the elites don't get their slice of cake, it does make it easier for a coup d'etat to take place and further bad stuff to happen. Let's see. Just focus on boost and mission control, really. Do I even want mission control out here? Just have them focus on boost, I guess. I guess try and just keep them peaceful. I don't know, something like that anyway.
Ready for orders. Making things safe for our people.
Standing by.
Yeah, like, see here, Kujitar, elite satisfaction. We'll start cracking down in Canada.
Going after their people.
Okay, so we have some couple orgs here. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. Jaunt Games, interesting. Assault alien asset. That's actually pretty useful. Not that I really need it too much right now because I have him. But it does, that actually does give me additional command, so I'm going to take that. So I'll give him 10 command then. You can have a max of 25, I believe. Oh, that's really, really good. 5 more admin. Hell yeah. I guess you'll be my admin guy for now. But I'll give you a nice large boost there. Science, I will want it when I actually have a scientist. Wow, these are really good in fact. Can I afford these? I can afford these, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase them. I'll just take them all for now.
Securing our interests.
Okay. Oh, I will want to go ahead and take a look at their trade shortly. Alien station. Okay. Oh, that... Well, I can't show it right now, but I'll show it afterwards. Okay. Yes. I think you can have a penalty for researching technologies in the same category. But I can't recall. Yeah, so getting additional engineering points would help with these. I also need this too. Yeah, that'll come in the future. Yes, I think there will be a bit of a mana save, but I can't remember what it shows you. Nuclear fission in space would be good. 291, leading the way there. We can easily catch up and take over there, so I want to go to clandestine cells. Okay. Right, research alien origin there. Right.
Things are stabilizing. Their control is full.
Okay. So we have cracked down in Canada. Good. I'm going to try and kick them out of Canada. Actually, Canada's not that expensive. Not as Mexico, really. I mean, it adds up. So they are going to be expensive, but, you know. I will try and stabilize Canada, too. Alright.
Ready for my mission.
Where to?
So we are stabilizing Kazakhstan. And then I'm going to start to, like, fight back with others.
We'll make things safe.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm going to purge them out of here, in fact.
Removing our
It's good experience for them, too. Now, they haven't consolidated. Actually, they could
At your
be...
service.
They're vulnerable to purge there, so... I'm going to purge them out of Mexico, too.
We're taking
Eventually,
power.
we will be
We
looking
must not
towards
only
their
defend human
subsistence.
lives from the aliens. We must ensure
Yeah. I will be eventually building a North American Union here.
Things are cooling off.
Right, so unity in the US is increasing, which is good. Tech is good, education's good there.
We're in control.
Military tech isn't increasing. Oh, there we go, so purchase them out of Canada.
Removed some threats.
That is costing me. There's that one in Canada's the initiative. Damn it! Right. Okay, the new normal. The initial global upheaval in response to the alien arrival has calm support, with various political and economic interests recognizing that whatever the aliens are doing, the end of the world is not immediately upon us. With the sense of emergency fading, entrenched power structures are reasserting their authority, and humans are spending more time worrying about each other rather than the aliens. In short, our moment to strike quickly is passing. Our councils report that their missions are taking longer to plan and conduct as they must navigate the old protocols for travel, security, and international contacts. We can still move forward, and some of our missions will have a greater impact as we spend more time on them, but everything will take longer to accomplish now. So the mission assignment phase will occur twice a month going forward. Yeah, there we go. So time will speed up now, as we don't have as many turns now, but that's fine. I'm gonna fight for Canada and Mexico, and then abandon them again. At least I'll gain something from them in the meantime. But I don't want to, I don't want to allow them to just entrench themselves there. I mean, they're not the most powerful nations, but they're, though because they are on the doorstep, it is a threat because they could enable the aliens to dig themselves in. I'd rather not have that. I think that's really bold about the resistance has Japan. Yeah, that fits my headcanon.
Standing by.
No, I'm not entirely sure if these are the best. I should really look at straight here. Oh, spend command. Okay.
Ready for
Whoops.
my mission.
I didn't realize it's command, so I've been using the wrong person here.
Ready.
Ready for
Yeah, Dex is really great for that, and so I'll have Dex just do that. Our other counselor's not really doing too much here. Espionage. Right. I'm going to have you surveil locations. I need to try and figure out where alien activities take place. I'm going to go for basically places like Nambia where the zones are in control. I want to crack down on the executive. I am losing influence here, so I can't really afford that.
Turning up the heat.
Ready for my mission.
We're going to purge here, which is pretty cheap in
Targeting the
fact.
opposition.
Okay. So that's because of the lack of investment in knowledge. But I'll counteract that soon enough.
On Overwatch.
We have a large amount of boost right now. Okay, there's another alien ship that will be arriving soon. So let's take a look then. Let's take a look at Luna. So we don't have the mission to actually... Oh. Somebody's already scanned Luna. Okay. I was hoping I would be the first one to do it, but seems I hadn't checked. I don't know, actually. I think somebody scanned it, but we don't... Yeah, so somebody scanned Luna because we can see resources here, but we don't have the technology to actually establish colonies on Luna yet, so that's not too bad. So we will be moving towards that though. Let me go ahead and just double check on the tech tree. Mission to the moon. Have we actually scanned Luna? Maybe that's just a guess. So we need outpost hubs and mission to the moon then, and then we can go from there. There is a tech called nuclear freighters. I forget which one it's under, but it does make it cheaper to send things to space. Okay, 48 foot. Okay. Push over here. Either way, we're looking fine. Right, so it's landed in France. Okay, they have not come in peace. Images of obvious alien military ships and structures in the far solar system have dashed hopes worldwide for peaceful contact. Many who wish to seek an avenue of cooperation with the aliens are changing their views in light of some of the first hard facts about their arrival. So, you can see here, we're now going to suffer. Essentially. Like, we'll have a number of control points that we have come to a crackdown. We also suffer a massive loss of public opinion. Essentially, we're advocating cooperation with the aliens as equals to an extent. But you can imagine that now that they've shown themselves to not really be here peacefully, it's gonna hurt. So all nations cohesion move forward, yeah, towards extreme values. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so we have a lot of problems in America now. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Whoops, I need to get the chat back up. Yes, you can consolidate Canada and US into one of the super nations. As far as it goes with allying with other factions, I'm not sure actually. Oh wow, yeah, we got hit pretty hard there. I was hoping that some of those crackdowns would have gone to other nations, but yeah, we'll hold on to the executive. Oh, a rocket carrying a payload for the Caliban exploded and failed to reach orbit. Oh, that's cost us so much. I didn't even have anything in space. Well, I guess beyond the International Space Station, but still. That's painful. In fairness, we didn't really have many other places that we could lose other than in the US. You can see that that has released a lot of our control cap, because we're not technically control them as such, but yeah, this means that we are going to have to fight for America. This is going to take until 15th of March 2024, so we're looking at next year then. So we're not going to be really safely entrenched there. Take care, my friend. Take care.
Standing by for orders.
Where do you need me?
Right, send you to investigate.
Where do you need me?
Well, yeah, you can see public opinion changed a lot here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and increase public opinion here in the US. Actually, I don't have it. He can't do it right now. So I've lost a huge amount of income from that. That really, really hurt me. So in the meantime, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, if there are... Damn it, I wanted Nigeria. I'm going to go ahead and pick up on nations like Angola. The reason being, I want
Where to?
resources, because that's going to help with the US economy there. Alright. I don't think I have a hope in hell right now. I need to boost opinion. I'm going to boost it in the US though. I'm not too sure if the amount paid increases it. I'd have to double check that. Maybe it does, so I'll try it. I've got
Must persuade
income.
the people.
Okay. Yes, that's going to send me back on a few of these things here. I'm going to keep that going. Yeah, you can see that's really hit me hard. Do we have any organizations? Ooh, that income's actually pretty good. Yeah, it also gives additional persuasion too. So that's going to be pretty handy for her to have there.
Initiating surveillance.
That's rough. Yeah, it moves towards sectarianism. It's still peaceful, but
Moves
yeah.
the needle.
It's really difficult to drive down inequality. It is going, but it's going to take time. I may just want to go with investment rather than anything else.
We've got our people in place.
Right, Angola's fine. Okay. That unit is going to be difficult, but I can raise that fairly quickly. I'm going to take this out of fun, out of boost right now. Place that back into knowledge over here. That should help with the democratic values, for instance.
Your orders?
Okay. How did it go down in Europe? Yes, it didn't affect Europe very much. Right, I'm gonna... yeah. Let's go ahead and grab these resource nations.
Reporting in.
I need to identify some of the councils that I can try and turn then. I think I could do that now. Yeah, I'm going to try and turn some councils over to us at some point. So I just have to investigate them in the future.
Establishing our presence.
Okay.
Ready to go.
That did really hit us hard.
Public opinion remains
Oh, wow. That's rough. See, the issue is as well, if we lose control points, we will lose control of the actual armies there. Evangelical leaders in American South calling on their flocks to support their... Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! It's even worse.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay. Got Libya.
Got our people in place.
Algeria moving into you as well.
We were unable to establish
And Angola failed. Oh, I should go ahead and take a look at their traits. I'll do that now. Guess I'm going to be running him for admin. Oh, that Puppet Master. So we're only 2 away, so I will do it for Puppet Master. It's pretty good. Doesn't really have a negative. So I could get him as part... Well, have him part of a government. Which would give me some Norwegian organizations, if there is any. I can't recall if there is any. But instead going to go for Senior Military Scientist. So still a way to go there. And for her, Unifier. So that will be quite useful. Plus that monthly income of influence is not bad. It's just the extra persuasion that I want there. Okay. Started to fall behind in these ones now.
The boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to...
Yeah, so they've gone for a rival international relations there. So we lost control over that one.
We're winning
Let
their
me
hearts
go
and
ahead and double check that one. I didn't actually look at what that tech was. I just want to go ahead and see if that's going to allow me to do anything on Luna. I read it but didn't read it. Right, so I can't do anything on Luna yet. Okay, that's fine. We're safe over here, which is good. Oh, I'm not going to catch up over here, which is a shame. Or at least I'm not likely to catch up. So what I'm going to do is focus. That's expensive. Actually, not that expensive. That'll be useful, I can gain another councillor. So I'm going to focus efforts towards these ends then. And it's going to be a year. A year. Until I can actually gain... oh god, wildfires in the US. That's fine. Okay. It cost me a lot of ops points, in fact, almost all of them. Okay, they can go for Cuba.
Our supporters are in place.
I got Algeria. Can take on another councillor now. Go for Xenology. That'll be useful in the future. Alright, so we have to throw our research then.
Wrapping up here.
Got our people in place.
Okay, nice.
We're taking over.
So I'm going to defend these interests here.
Standing by.
I'll abandon them later,
Securing our control.
but I just want to maintain control for the time being.
Your orders? Securing our control.
Ready for orders.
Okay. So they're protecting their interests there. It could be worse. This I do want to take. My influence has, well, my ability to move here has really suffered. So in fact, I'll probably find somebody else who can do that.
Where do you need me?
Espionage, which is the one I need for Purge.
Reporting in.
Oh, espionage.
What's the up?
Not especially good.
What's the op?
Ironically, you're the best one for it now. In fact, I probably want to go ahead and increase my public support over here in Mexico. Okay.
Making things safe for our people.
Securing our interests.
Securing our interests.
Try to pause. There we are. So, let's take a look at other councillors then. So I can recruit a fifth now. I'm looking for a scientist. Ooh, celebrities is quite useful. Hey, didn't that duck overlord? Ah, will you do a question on the Second World War system? Now, I definitely do want to do that. The reason why I haven't done anything with Barbarossa, because I do have a digital system. I also do have Singapore as well, a digital version. But they had an issue with vassal and an update for Vassal. So they've been working towards actually creating, I think they're using Unity, but essentially digitalizing the TSWW system in a different format, which actually should be better. So once that is actually ready, then I definitely will be throwing my efforts into really learning TSWW Barbaros and really getting into that system, because that would be really cool. I don't think there's anything like that on YouTube, so it'd be nice to do that. What does XTRG stand for? Originally, when I created this channel quite a few years ago now, might even be close to a decade ago now, it meant X that random gamer, which makes me cringe every effing time. So I just went for XTRG because that's just less cringy. It's just less cringy. But yeah, there you go. Okay, let's see. Content. Control space assets. Looking more so for somebody... Alright, turn counselor. Spend influence. Persuasion there, sorry. Which I can do. She also has some pretty good traits they can get. Not right now, but in the future. He's not bad for a scientist. Expert, chemist. Ethical there. Connected, okay. He'd be useful. Admin's not really high. Aspire's pretty useful. I can always ditch him if I find somebody better. Fucking hell, he's 81 years old. Not a lot of organizations to pick up here. Oh, there we go, Puppet Master. Excellent. So you see that's at 0.1. Why is it only 0.1? I guess. Oh, sorry. 1.7. So there we go, 1.9. Right. Going for senior military scientist here. Unify for you. Just persuasion there. Okay. You've joined us in India. Having an Indian council is going to be useful as well, actually.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Wow, that's so low. Yeah. But having somebody from India does give us an in. Also allows us to have access to organizations from there. So, that one's really expensive, and I would like that one. So it's a hefty amount of knowledge income there. As well as engineering and just science in addition there too. Hey, doing there, Yakov? Good to have you, my man. It is Terra Invicta. Grom would be nice too. That one's quite good. Espionage, investigation, good. Yeah, much the same there. We could actually try to get access to the research and analysis wing headquartered in New Delhi here. So, that's pretty good too. Jaeger, Jag Commando. Pretty cool. So we'll try for one of these anyway. Probably Los Alamos. Okay. I will try to convert to council as well. So it's going to be 2024 before we really recover here. So we're losing out on a lot over here in the US. We'll see. Unity's recovering, which is good. It's going to take some time, though. Okay. Let's have you advise in the US.
I'm here.
At your service.
Could go for stabilizing Mexico. Oh, there you go, the Temple Institute. I think that's a bit of a Easter egg there.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Ready for orders.
Right, I do need to go ahead and actually find other counselors so I can actually try and take them.
Initiating surveillance.
I do want to steal them. I do want to actually... Well, we'll just go for the... yeah, having command's really good there.
We'll turn down the heat.
Okay. We'll stabilize Mexico.
Offering assistance.
not a huge amount from him there.
Person of interest surveilled.
Okay. Scientist, that'd be useful.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Ooh, wow. That's surprising.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Oh, wow. Wow. 87.99? Come on. Round it.
Order is returning.
Jeez, that was rough. Anyway, I mean, Mexico's really quite wealthy. Mexico's not bad. Okay. I'm still looking forward to the research that is going to enable us to start building colonies. Well, building outposts. We lost a heck of a lot. We've had some real bad events, but oh well. Oh yeah, we'll try and get the Templin Institute then. I'd love that. That's so amazing. Amusing, sorry. Alright, some really good ones here, actually. My scientist is going to go ahead and take control of the Templin Institute there. You can see that's going to boost their research. We're having to use essentially our scientists here then to just make up for the lack of control over America's control points right now. Well, true control. Ah, our Italian's going to be useful. Right. Arma dei Carabinieri. Okay. Investigate Counselor. So that gives us Investigation Command and Security as well as Ops. Not too bad, I guess. Leave it as Semiconductor. That's pretty good. Down's out. That's outright good. I'll give that to you. Though you can't... it's useful to have anyway. Our politician could do with that one. That's a good one. Okay. A Sea Dragon, okay. Sea Dragon would be nice to have.
Acknowledged.
Right. I need to purge them out. I'm gonna throw some... I'm gonna try and throw some purge. Well, sorry, throw some influence in here. I do want to get them out. Before they dig in, that is.
Opposition.
Ready to go.
Okay. Oh, she works for the servants, okay.
Standing by.
I do want another counselor. I don't know how good she is or anything of that nature. But I essentially just want to try and gain another counselor. Having a 6 would be really, really good. Alright, who can do it?
At your service. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Do I have anybody who can turn them?
I'm here.
I've never done it before, so I forget what the icon looks like.
Ready.
I could have sworn I had somebody. Ah, there we go. Turn counselor, okay. Right, insufficient investigation.
What's the op?
So we'll keep on investigating them and figure out more about them. And then hopefully I can take them on. I need to look into how resource centers work properly. I think having the other resources helps. Let's take a look. Okay. So Washington there. Capital region, core economic region. Annapolis, resource region, okay. Over here, we have an ecologically protected region, so it's not going to suffer the effects of climate change as badly. Our public opinion here in the US is actually pretty damn good. That's good.
In each of us.
Okay. You can see our control there. Cap has gone to 191 there. Right. So I'm going to need outpost habs. That is going to unlock the missions to Mars. There we are. I think it's too late for me to take this, but we'll see.
I will help them.
Our research output there. That's not too bad.
1954, the Americans built the first nuclear.
Yeah, they got that. What do they go for? Orbital shipbuilding, okay. That's a long one. It's a useful one, but it's going to take some time. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going to go towards Xenology Lab. And then to Outpost Habs.
Surveillance complete.
Okay.
Violence is abating.
So we're following her.
We were unable to increase security.
I do want to take her. So soon we'll be able to start moving into
Enemies
space.
are still in control.
God damn. You can see the space stations there orbiting. Right, reusable rockets, there you go. So national investment points we direct towards boost priority increase by 20%, which is really handy. It's going to take some time for Mexico to develop that space program. Longer for these guys, but eventually they'll get there. Canada's not doing too bad, but actually going to have a spaceflight program shortly, so that's not bad. I can then try and take Canada back in the future. Oh, so I could attempt a hostile takeover here. Yes, seize an organization from an enemy council for our own use. Cool. What stats is this use? Oh, admin. Okay, so he's actually pretty good at this. Let me see if there's anything else I can do for him. Oh yes, hell yes. Right. Good, that's going to be very, very useful. Again, inspired too, which is useful. Right. Additional income's very good too. Yep, additional persuasion here. I'll just start doing with this. Not a lot of organizations going right now. So stealing them is very good. Let's spend this cash. I could almost guarantee it that, but I don't really want to spend that much.
Targeting
Big difference between
renaissance.
80 and
Your
more.
orders?
Right, let's just boost public opinion, really.
Making our case.
I'm going to keep on stabilizing.
Ready for orders.
Right, sabotage project. Yeah, so what we'll have to do then is obviously just find out more about enemy councillors, really.
Offering support.
Yeah, 8% there is not bad. Okay, there we go. High thrust probes available. Canada initiates their space program. Cool. After this is finished, I can go for high thrust probes. Reusable rockets too is very good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the space station. I might be able to go ahead and put something in there. Though, actually I don't have as much boost as I would like, so no, I'm not going to do that yet. I still have control over Kazakhstan. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's another boost there.
Org acquired.
Ah, there we go. We actually managed to steal that Rastaban semiconductor. Ah, that's really good, actually. That was one that we were looking at beforehand, so I will take that. Thank you. And that is going to make these servants suffer a little bit. So it looks like Russia has control over here of the Kharkiv region. So Russia may take Ukraine.
Things are cooling off.
Okay. Wow. Israel. Israel's anti-satellite target test was carried out despite official protests from Algeria. Algeria. Okay. Okay, Israel gains by 1 military attack. Debris in all low Earth. Oh, that's awful for the space station. God damn Israel. That's amusing. Okay. So we've been kicked out of Canada. Kicked out of Cuba. Well, almost kicked out of Cuba. I should really be taking control of nations at this point, because I'm not going to have the US until 2024. But then again, oh, no. It's going to take a long time to get to 2024. Too long. Okay, arrive 100% faster. That's really good. Again, that's really good. Okay, gonna just push on reusable. Yeah, I'm gonna push reusable rockets when I have the opportunity to do so. I guess I don't have it yet, but I will have it soon. Looking at 15th March. Are they all 15th March? Yeah.
Where to?
Okay. Oh, so you got that. Okay. That's fine by me. His science is actually ridiculously high right now. I should probably put that on our scientists, but yeah. I don't think I know their loyalty, but I'm going to try and find that out.
Eyes on target.
Standing by for orders.
Mexico has been stabilized. I don't mind losing Cuba, it's fine. Canada's the one I really care about.
Standing by for orders.
I do want to get the servants out of here, but that's very expensive. I need to purge them out of here.
We're taking power.
Lending my expertise.
Okay. Our space tug's very good too. UFO. Fusion pile. Very nice. Alright. I'm not going to do it against Israel. Just
Got some intel on our target.
okay, critical success there. So her loyalty is 11. Okay.
Things are cooling off.
Right, there we are. Mexico really is pretty destabilized.
Cleaning things up.
Unstable, one would say. Really wish I had the US resources. Eventually we'll get them back. I'm surprised no one's really moved in on the US. We do have a lot of public support here, which is good. Kinda saving our bacon right now. Okay. 24th August 2023, 16th December. Okay. Might be able to make it back up, but we'll see. Right, we're purging them out of Mexico, so that's good. Right, in Guatemala too. So, okay, at least we're gaining back there. I'm going to defend my interest in Mexico.
Control. Ready for orders. What's the op?
In fact, she can go ahead and investigate alien activity, so I'm going to go ahead and have her
Our interests.
do that instead. You can go ahead and advise the US.
Ready.
Reporting in.
Who can turn councillors?
Ready for my mission. Acknowledged.
Ah,
Where
shoot.
to?
Well, actually, there's a 1% chance of doing that. Okay. Loyalty difference in intelligence. It's in ideology, mission difficulty. Okay. So that's going to take some time.
Securing our interests.
Okay.
I will help them.
Yeah, that's a big boost there. That is a big
Offering
boost.
assistance.
Compared to, yeah, look at that. That's a big boost.
Things are stabilizing.
Right, there we are. God, it's taken some time to bring Mexico out of that disorder. Yeah, nobody else really has much in the way of opinion here. Like, we've got 81%, which is massive.
We found something.
Okay. Right, okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Mexico is safe now. So we've retained Mexico. We lost Canada. But that's not too bad then, I guess. Their military kind of sucks, though. That cohesion's good. I guess run like that, something like that. Gonna reduce focus on the economy. Unity's actually fine. I want to go ahead and increase that in space flight. Well, the space program, that is. I mean, obviously this is running everything into space flight program, but that's okay.
Setting a
Surveil
watch.
here. I should really keep an eye, like an eye on where UFOs have landed before. I'll get them out of Cuba if I can.
Removing our
I can do it cheaply now, so might as well go ahead and do that.
initiating recon.
Yeah, there we go. Xenoforms detected in Guatemala. So essentially, yeah, I really need to take a note of where the aliens have landed before. But essentially, they have xenoforms here. So this is where the aliens start to infest the actual Earth itself. So that will decrease their GDP. It causes nasty, nasty things. But I will go ahead and combat that. Yeah, there we
Offering
are.
counsel.
He's really did a huge job there.
Offering counsel.
What do we have here? It's not really that useful. I mean, it's nice to have that mission, so, okay. That one's a good one. That's a very good one. See, because he has low admin, but obviously gains those benefits there. He's producing a lot of research for us right now. Espionage. I'd like her to have that. Oh, she's got the 43 there. So we'll give her Unifier. More monthly influence. And additional persuasion in nations with that. That's good. I'll just have her pick up this for now. Okay.
Violence is abating.
Oh, there we go. So Mexico is now at peace. Which is going to make a big difference to them. Really big difference.
Mum's last years were a blur of doctors and treatments. By that point, every movement was painful.
Okay. Our terrestrial military science there. That's pretty useful. That's going to increase the actual... Yeah, it's going to increase the actual level of technology for Earth's militaries. Or at least a cap. Alright, so we've got them out of Cuba. There we are. Yeah, our science is starting to recover there. We're back up to 14. Ooh, what do we have here then? Additional science I will take. Economy there. Space mining outpost bonus. That's really good. Apparently there's only a finite amount of materials out there. So having things like this is going to be very useful. Yeah. He's actually doing really quite good now. Not bad, people.
At your service.
Right. I want to have Dex combat that. Yeah, he can do that, no problem. I don't have much in the way of ops points, so I'm not going to spend
Where
them.
do you need me?
Right. Start boosting our public opinion in Canada.
We'll make our appeal.
Let me just see, am I still defending in Kazakhstan? Yeah, still defending Kazakhstan. Russia's been taken note of. Yeah, so Russia's under the control of Project Exodus, mainly. But yeah, you can see two arms controlled by Project Exodus, one of them is controlled by the servants. That's going to be wild, and then there's humanity first in there. I could have moved into Russia. The initiative there is in charge of France and the Benelux. So, we could see a unification of the EU in the near future. Looking at the 25th, yeah, the 25th of September 2023. So yeah, we'll see the EU probably form. Oh, they also do. Well, they're moving into Spain anyway. They could take Spain, but they'd have to finish it off. But we're more than likely going to see then the European Union develop first of a unification of France and the Benelux. Should they hold on to that? Okay. But yeah, go ahead and boost that opinion there.
Offering assistance.
Ah, such a good guy.
Offering support.
That takes so much effort to bring down, but I think once we do bring down that inequality, it might be worthwhile.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I can't see it being a negative for us.
Eyes and
There you go. He dealt with that. Very nice. Well, roll 1% critical success. Excellent. So we've dealt with that. What I need to go ahead and do then is, let's see. Factions, I don't really know much about any of them. Looks like they might have been gated another council there. So the aliens. Guatemala. Leon. I'll have to go and check out Leon and these regions over here too.
wrapping up here.
Just make sure we can find out if there's any xenoforms. Okay. Well, his investigation's not very good, actually. Have you go ahead and stabilize Kazakhstan?
To this nation.
I'm here.
Where to? Ready to go.
Now, you're not doing too much from your over here. We don't have the mission. Ah, 3% knowledge, not bad, I guess. Okay, additional persuasion. Our officer over here then, so he can finally become a senior military scientist. Yeah, that's nice. So additional science there and monthly income of knowledge. And that 25% military research bonus, which is pretty good. There we are.
Offering support.
Okay, so they've dug in over there for now. He's doing a really grand job.
I will help them.
I mean, he's not doing too much, but at least it is helping. It is probably not worth the influence being spent each turn, though. Yeah, reusable rockets, very good. Fission pile. Ah, super heavy chemical rockets are good too. So I go for the super heavy chemical rockets. Right, get back on here.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Order is returning.
Our case remains unheard. We've moved the needle.
Okay. Ah, I knew that was going to happen. Right, so we have damage to the space station. It's not cheap to repair either. That's bad. Fucking hell. How much would that cost me? That would cost me quite a lot of boost right now. It'd take almost all the boosts I have. I'm gonna have to leave the space station damaged for a while. Where the heck? Oh. Yeah, we'll have to leave the space station damaged for a while. Once I have the US back fully under control, then that's fine. Well, I can, take a look at these guys here. Not seeing any I can take on right now. So I'm gonna have my scientists then. Again, that's the problem. You can't bloody investigate, but pain in the backside.
Where do you need me?
I can't do too much right. You can't really do too much of use to me. Ah. Oh, it's going to take Norway because it has resources, but they just moved in there. We have resources over here actually. Oh, resources here too. Right, well, we'll go for Zambia and Malawi.
Bringing them on board.
Gain some resources from that. He's not doing too much, but at least he gains some experience as well.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
Ready to go.
I'll have Dex go ahead and
Initiating recon.
look for any signs of alien activity as well. Oh, I should have actually...
Lend me my expertise.
then again, they can't take it anyway. They could crack it down, but they can't take... Well, no, they have to take these of us, but they can do it. So that's okay.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
And our public opinion here is just outrageously high. This is probably not the best thing to do here with this, but... It's going to piss off the elites, but we'll just do that for the time being. I could directly invest, but I want to save up my points actually. There's some organizations they need 100 for, so I'm going to try and get those. Right, there we go. Outpost Habs means that things are going to get real now. Okay. Mass drivers. Can I forget the text that you need, but I think we're getting near to the point where we can actually start doing things now. Right, still not quite there. Oh, we need the mission to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we can start working towards the mission to the moon and to the Mars. But because we lost out on that one, we did get to choose there, so it's coming up soon enough. The international relations one's not too bad. I mean, that's keeping them busy anyhow. I mean, they're really going for that, these two, so that's fine. They can throw their resources out that way. Terrestrial military science, okay. Alien flora. And then I guess management. Let's throw our lot behind this. Excuse me. Right, outpost. Outpost. I still don't have a mission to the moon yet. Yeah, it's enough I can do right now. Ah, I knew it. So there is actually alien. Right, so we are going to have to pay attention to that then. Okay, let's kick this out of here. That is going to help the French.
Standing by for
Also going to weaken the aliens too, which is good for
Where
us.
do you need me?
I do need something just to defend my interest in America.
Making things safe for our people.
There we are.
Protecting our interests.
That's good.
offering counsel.
Right, we're getting there now. I just need to increase the funding, really.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I don't know, maybe it's not worthwhile trying to fix the US in this way, but I think it's probably worth it.
Targets.
Possibly in the long run. Right, so kick them out of Lyon. Yeah, so we'll scan everywhere then, where the aliens have crash landed, and kick them out. Yep, alien flora. Outpost core. There we are. And Mexico has initiated her spaceflight program. There we are. They're probably suffering, but that's fine. The main thing is I want from Mexico is like mission control and just boost is okay. They're closer to the equator, so that's okay. What do we have here? Welfare. Not bad. 10, 12, 15, 5, 12. Okay.
I
Keep
will try to
building
sway the
that public
At your
support.
service.
Right, now let's see. I think it's Myanmar. Oh, but I'm going to go ahead and actually scan here then. And this is going to build up his experience too, which is pretty useful.
By
Right, you've solidified control there. Ah, aliens have become more popular in India.
putting our people in place.
Right, there we are. I need to look up if these resources actually do help.
I will help them.
I think they do. Or I think they help the actual nation itself, but I'm not sure. I should really make these exploratory so they actually go towards the space station. Well, well, actually, no, they're still doing it anyway, so I'll just let them be. It'll help move them towards democracy anyhow.
The people will come to our side.
There we are.
We have got our people in place.
We could look towards. Whoops, I can't recruit one. We could look towards actually extending our control in South America in the future and like creating a South American Union. That'd be pretty good. Control on half of the Earth's hemisphere would be quite nice. Right. Down yet. Soon as we get to March, we're looking good then. Okay, completed that. Not far now from having our first colonies, well, our first outposts on Luna. So I might as well work on these techs over here that make it cheaper to get there. I'm going to try to take as many outposts as I can, really. Damn, he just does such a damn good job. Okay, another one coming. Oh, two coming down. Ah, here we go. Yeah, this is exactly what... Wow. Yeah. So I should have been on this, because there are going to be problems.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Need to stabilize Brazil. Okay. Space tugs. Interplanetary chemical rockets. Yep, there we go. Ah, there you go. Reduce as a boost used for sending materials from Earth to beyond low Earth orbit, so definitely. That'd be a super quick research.
Cleaning things up.
We've moved the needle.
Yeah, there you go, I told you. So, the European Union has been brought about into existence. It's a pretty weak European Union, but still, it's up there at 4.8, almost 4.9 trillion. So, yeah, as unification of France and the Benelux, they might try to move it elsewhere. But in fairness, I could actually try, and to be honest, that's actually a pretty good target. I might go ahead and try. It'd be difficult, frankly, because there's a lot of established interests over here in Europe, but we kind of have to choose one or two superstates. The EU would be a good one too. They're pretty damn powerful if they once they start unifying properly. Okay. I'm gonna go for these techs that allow me to get to the moon faster. Well, get stuff on the moon faster. Okay, so we've got the Congo. I need to look up how that works regarding resources, as I keep saying. Alright. I need to keep him in the US. He's just doing such a grand job. It's well worthwhile. I mean, that could be his permanent thing, to be honest.
I'm here.
Reporting in.
What's the up?
You need to combat that.
Going in hot.
Actually, that's probably not even worthwhile.
Taking it to the...
Your orders.
At your service. Investigating alien site.
Ooh, we could try and make a move over here now. I'm going to crack down here and try and regain Canada a little bit at a time. Ooh, the Free Federation of Industrial Workers. That's really good. That's really good, in fact. You get a, wow, you get a lot out of that. You get a whole hell of a lot out of that. That's really good. I'm going to give it to her. So we've got something with 15 persuasion now, which is pretty good.
I will help them.
Right, that's your permanent. Okay.
We lost their trail.
Try again. Right, 15th of March. There we are. It's not that far away.
Here's what we found.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Mission is a no-go.
abort it. Okay, damn, I meant to send you to the other one. Yeah, we're gonna have to ramp up the efforts to dig out the alien fauna. Okay, inequality is coming down. Eventually, wool comes down. It will come down. Oh, so spoils was actually going against us there. Okay. No unrest, which is good. The GDP, I think, has shrunk a little bit from what it was before. So we are pushing it, but we're pushing others, actually. Ah, they defended it. Okay. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Let's boost public opinion over here, then.
I will tell our story.
Ready for my mission.
Have we already covered the one in Russia? No. Let's go ahead and get on that.
Heading there now.
Acknowledged.
Your orders.
Reporting in.
In fact, you can scan, so... I think we had one over here in Algeria.
Eyes up.
Ready for orders.
You can go ahead and scan that. believe we got rid of that. And then over here, okay. And that could have been causing problems for quite a while now, actually. I think I had a nation I wanted to alter. There we are. Ah, mission to the moon's coming up now.
Surveilling target area.
Lending my expertise.
Surveying target area.
Oh. Well, yep, there we go. So we have a revolution in the Congo, so we've lost out of the Congo, but that's fine. Not a huge deal.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
So we'll get into 2024, restore our control of the United States properly, and then I think we'll end the stream then. Right, yep, there we go. So this is it. Everywhere they land, there's alien fauna, and we need to get rid of that.
Establishing our presence.
Standing by for orders.
See, she's not as good. But still, I'm going to try and get rid of that. The issue with fauna is you can end up essentially having it where you have these gigantic alien creatures that rampage. They're like Godzilla. So you don't want that. We've got quite a lot of boosts there now, so that's good. Let me just double check about Luna.
Offering counsel.
Okay, still don't have
The people will come
the
to
mission
our
to
side.
Moon, so we're okay. We will soon, though. So once this is finished, I'm going to go ahead and put it into here. Right. Hi, first probe, sorry. I'm going to get this and then go for that one. If my probes can get there sooner, that'd be better. Okay, so Russia under control project Exodus has merged with Armenia. So it's still Russia, not the Eurasian Union. So, alright. Well, Russia might start unifying.
Target destroyed.
There we go, that's good. And that's good too.
Our supporters are in place.
So I'd like to get into Indonesians and form the supernation down this way. Oh, I need to defend my interest in Kazakhstan. I don't even know how Kazakhstan's doing. I hope well. It's nobody controlling Saudi Arabia. Okay. And they actually do have... Oh, I don't want humanity first in here. Humanity first are very likely to use nukes. I'm going to go for Saudi Arabia.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Standing by.
Right, have I gotten everywhere? I'm going to survey over here to make sure.
Ready. Ready to go.
I'm here.
Okay. What do we have here? Epsilon Foundation. Very good. Oh, the 5th US Special Forces Group. Additional command security and ops. A lot of ops there. Plus 3% military too. I could actually potentially get both, which is good. So we've got science here. Yeah. pick up the 5th US Special Forces then. Increase unrest, stabilize nation, and assault. So that's useful. Let somebody else then with it. Our command could be better, but at least it's somebody else that can have a crack. Gonna go ahead and increase her persuasion as well. Go for more of that admin. Eventually going for a senior chemist here.
Lending my expertise.
Initiating recon.
They've really been competing for a few nations.
We've got our people in place.
Okay. Keep going with Saudi Arabia.
We failed to take control.
I could even have Saudi Arabia form a super-state. It would be better with Egypt, though, because I believe you can form the Caliphate as well as the African Union. So that's very good. Right, yeah, as you can see... I think that's over here in Russia. Yeah, I'm glad that we double-checked that.
Gear up.
I really want
Ready
Russia.
for my mission. Taking control. At your service.
Okay, that works for me.
Acknowledged.
I believe we've well and truly consolidated over here as well, which is good. Ah, there we go. Bring it on. Ah. Another coup in the Congo.
It is moving in our direction.
Yeah, I need to bring down that striper there, basically. Right, still increasing unity. I mean, we had that event that pushed us, but we're getting to the point where we're looking pretty good. Right, cool. Go for Fishing Pile next, but I'm going to throw my assets this way now. I don't think I can beat them. So I don't know if I want to go ahead and join them, actually. Would probably be wiser to move elsewhere. Possibly so. Go for Fishing Pile.
Unable to destroy the target.
Damn. That's rough. We're not gonna we're not gonna allow the aliens a foothold on Earth if we can help it. Oh? What did that say, sorry? Something I read voluntary, but I didn't quite see it. We have some issues here, but I'm going to defend in Mexico again.
Securing our control.
Ready for orders.
Oh, I need to
Acknowledged.
survey again, then make sure. Ooh, where'd you go?
Where to? On
I'm going to make sure we get that fauna.
At your service.
Okay, they can have Congo, whatever. Damn, you're not very useful. But you're doing more than you would be doing in the US. Well, you'd be helping a little bit, but not that much.
Where do you need me?
Our navy's decreased a little bit. Haven't really been going for the military, but once we get to the point of being okay here, then we will do.
assistance.
Investigation's good over here too. Ooh, commercial rocket companies. Spin off a new organization for the faction. Yeah, I'd like that. Okay. See, I'd like... who has my highest investigation? Unironically, you. There we are.
Trillions of dollars just sitting
Right, there we go. Mission to the moon.
regulators dragged it.
The hours matter here. So, yeah, there we go. $16.5 days. And then we'll start founding platforms. So, as soon as we can do that, then we are going to go ahead and throw them out there. I'm hoping I have enough to found a few outposts, but we'll see about that. We are in 2024 as well now.
Establish control.
Sure, that's worth picking up, I guess. We're looking at March to when we get full benefit from the US again. I thought they were I thought they were at Wallen for a second.
Reporting in. Going in hot.
Ready.
Where is it? Oh, Vienna. Oh, I see. So the EU is sending its army there to Switzerland, basically. But they're sending it to the Alpine states to combat the alien forces, but we'll try and get rid of it for them.
We must persuade the people.
Okay. Ooh, our education's advanced, which is quite
I will
nice.
help them.
There you go, fission pile. Let's see. Commercial rocket companies, thank you, that'd be nice. Space mining and refining. As soon as I can. As soon as that probe arrives, then we're going to be going for it.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Need to get the best, the best sites really. If I can crowd out everybody else, that'd be fantastic. But I don't know. We could have had more boosts had we still been able to retain full control of the US, but I guess we'll see. Right, so the probe has arrived, and probe controlled by the Academy has arrived at Luna and completed its scans. We may now construct bases there with appropriate colonization technology. Okay. Let's take a looky look. Right. What do we have here then? Base metals, noble metals, radioactives, or fissiles, volatiles, and water. Which one is the best here then? Oh, I'd say here has everything there. The important thing is it's one of the only two that has water. It's the one with the most volatiles. This one has the most radioactives by far, though. Yeah, use to create nuclear fission reactions. Also using nuclear propulsion. I think what I want to go ahead and do is, because there's only two sources of water, I want to go ahead and take control of water if I can. We'll see. Yeah, I think think this one to begin with. So it has 4 of the 5 resources. There's actually no noble metals here at all. It's a bit rough. Okay. How much does it cost me? 6.6. So I can go ahead and take 2 on, actually. So that's good news. So we'll go ahead and do that. So Pieri Crater. There we go. Founded. Whoop. Pause. People will start coming here shortly. And I'm going to grab the other one of water. Though saying that, I think it probably would be good to lock down the radioactives. No, I'm going to go ahead and go for Maribrium. I get some okay amounts of base metals, but I get a huge amount of fissiles, so I want to deny that to others. Just wherever I can deny it to people is worthwhile.
We're taking over.
There we are. So control Saudi Arabia now. So we'll have our stations arrive in the future. They shouldn't take too long to actually arrive. And we also do have control of the 8th Armoured in Saudi Arabia, which is not bad. Gives us another army to work with. I mean, Saudi Arabia is fairly wealthy. Okay, hegemonic developing. Useful to have in the region. Right, let's see.
We'll make our appeal.
Standing by for orders.
We had some... Oh, yeah, okay. India's going to be a problem. Yeah, so India is under control of the servants. We may have to launch military intervention there in the future to try and kick them the hell out. I don't really want to spend 10 for them to do that. Issue is doing nothing otherwise, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's not worth it, but
What's the up?
yeah, you can see the European Union moved its forces in here. Okay. Well, I need to go ahead and defend in Kazakhstan, so I'll do that.
Making things safe for our people.
There we are. Yeah, more islands coming.
Setting a watch.
Lending my expertise.
Protecting our interests.
There we
Offering
are.
support.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Not that long now to gain full control of the US. Or at least full benefit from the US. Would like to crack China, but would need to have quite a lot to do that. But it would be worth it. If I could control the 2 superpowers, that would be pretty fantastic. Other superpowers will develop, but it's going to take time. Okay. Did we have some aliens land? I don't think they've landed yet. I still need to fix the space station too. Right. Yeah, so far, we're the only ones with actual outposts on Luna. I do need to get to the point where I can actually start to gain benefit from them, but I want to just lock down Luna where I can. Okay. I'm going to have you advise the US in the meantime.
I will help them.
Your orders?
Let's have, okay. Have them, have her help to stabilize Mexico. Their space program's going pretty well, actually.
Offering assistance.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah. Our army has
People will come to our
decreasing
side.
capability a little bit. Then we're down to moderate inequality now, so that's good. Keep trying to drop that down. I don't even know how much inequality is acceptable. Might have to see about that. Moderate here. It might, in fact, be acceptable, but they have low. Wow, Russia's actually not bad. No, Kazakhstan's ironically not bad. I think it'd take a long time to get low there. Let's keep it going for now. There we go. So it's finally going to be this month that we gain
Offering assistance.
Offering support.
full support from the US
Offering
once again.
assistance.
Yeah, and that's going to be great. There goes, we have the first lunar base founded there. With Earth shining behind them like a sapphire against a black sky, the astronauts begin the process of assembling the first shelters for the lunar base. Prompted by Mission Control to say something, the space-suited commander turns to the camera, her face obscured by a golden visor. This time, she says, motioning towards the grey surface, we're here to stay. And we gain a nice benefit from that. Okay, there we go. Peter Creator and Meribrum. Queue up. Alright, can I do that again? I guess you can do it a few times to get different ones. I'm going to move towards Alien Origin, as it is an objective. Wow, they've been working on these ones a long time, but that's really locked them down in fairness. We'll go ahead and get management, and then go for Alien Origin. Right, soon.
Wrapping up here.
Maybe 1 or 2 more turns.
Wrapping up here.
Actually, if it's not this turn, it'll be next turn for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to abandon a couple nations then as soon as this happens. But we'll see. May just have to abandon Mexico again. Right, but we'll see how it goes. In fact, I might as well just put Mexico back just to cooperate with them, because I'm going to lose control of them soon enough. Ooh, CERN would be very nice to have. That's a lot of science there. Yarrow Engineering Group. Oh wow, yep, that's amazing. Let's get you on that. Okay. That's a lot of boost. Right, you. Chief Military Scientist, very good. Yeah, keep going down that way then. Same for you. I think you. I think getting some admin would be nice. Can take on a organization then. Yeah, you can see. There we go. So we finally have control of the US again. Yeah, that's no shock. Let's take that on for now. I can always split into the ones I'm not using. Okay.
What's the op? Where to?
defend the US. We've finally got control back there. That did take a long time. So, I'm going to have to abandon these nations. I mean, maybe if we can get down to a point to being manageable. But that isn't gonna be easy. Saudi Arabia is nice. But I'll abandon it. Okay, nearly at manageable levels. Maybe I could have kept these guys and gone the opposite way, but looks like I'm likely going to have to just... I don't want to abandon Kazakhstan. It looks like I'm going to have to abandon... so we have an alien ship right there over Africa. Yeah. Alien phalanx. Yeah, okay. So... Well, actually, no, I can keep Mexico. I'm at +1, so... That's not too bad. I'll keep Mexico, then. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that, then. I'm fine enough with that. If I can get Canada, then that'd be great.
Securing our interests.
There you go.
Offering support.
In full control now.
Offering counsel.
Once more.
Counsel.
Yeah, you can see our boost is rapidly increasing now. Really shooting up. really shooting up there. Oh, that's nice. I'll go for another one if I can. So I need about 6 to found a outpost. Hopefully I can just crowd out everybody else. Yes, they tried to purge me in America after all this time. Oh wow, everybody's targeting me. Okay, that's kind of scary.
Ready to go.
In Vienna again. Okay, that's not good.
Standing by.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Ready for orders. I will tell our story.
Right, keep bolstering that public opinion.
The differences in our languages are irrelevant. For we
Here we are.
Offering counsel. I will help them.
Takes a while to raise this. But it is actually boosting pretty quickly now. But yeah, you can see they're trying to get in here. There you go, 3.9. We're nearly down to European standards, to be honest.
mission aboard.
Wow. Kinda. Right, personality clash. I can... Would rather not, but... I'm gonna go ahead and spend that there. Prevents issues with other councillors. Other issues that could become a problem in the future. Yeah, they really targeted me over here. I don't know why they suddenly decided to do so. They had all this time to really get in here, and they chose not to. That's their problem. Alright. I really want to get that unity up.
I'm here.
Oh, maybe because the EU dealt with it. Yeah, not really a chance over here in Canada. God damn, why is Mexico so unstable? Right, trying to still... Not for the taking, which is good.
I will help them. Lending my
Would like to
expertise.
move into China. I really don't like this. Oh, apparently they have no navy though, so that's fine. If we went to war with India, we'd win.
The people will come.
We're not allied with them either, which is good.
Public
I could
opinion
make
is
them
moving in
a
our direction.
rival. The issue is I create a situation then of where the aliens may think, oh, you know what, this guy's throwing power around against us. I don't like that. That's a small EU. We'll see how that turns out one day. But yeah, India's a big nation for them to control.
Offering support. Ready for my mission.
Ready to go.
Let me go ahead and double check the technologies here. Yeah, that's really nice. Oh, I've got 9 now, so I think I can go ahead and found another outpost. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ah! So, yeah. Ah, should have been on it. I could have done it and I could have maybe beaten another one out there. But I wasn't paying attention. Ah. Yeah, I was hoping I could just crowd them out on water and fissiles, but okay. We've got the lion's share anyway. Not on water though, but at least I've got enough to sustain me. But I've got the lion's share of fissiles, volatiles. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that. At least I can go ahead and grab some additional fissiles over here. Volatiles, I should say. Yeah.
Lending my expertise. I will help them.
I'll just grab the others then if I can. Shouldn't take too long. It's not going to cost me anything, and then I'll control the majority of Luna.
We've moved the needle.
I do need mission controls to maintain these, but that's fine.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay. At this point, I'm not too sure which I should be favoring, but okay. We'll go for alien origin. Let me see about these. Ah, that's so good. So no, let's put it on. Actually, you get things cheaper. Can give you more admin when you get another point of experience, so that's good. You wanna have... This is not a really amazing scientist, I've got to say. I could get rid of him, but I don't have the influence to get rid of him. The influence to spare, I should say. So I'm just gonna go and level him up now, make more use of him. I'm gonna wait a point. I don't need to do it right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and give her additional persuasion because I need her to be damn good at that. The other guy just needs one more experience point and then he's good to go. As soon as he gets that. Right. Caribbean state, that's fine. Not really, but there's nothing I can do about it anyway. Right, you can see others are moving here. Even the servants have a outpost now. So, if I can try and crowd them out, that'd be great. Ooh, this looks really good. Wow, that looks nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that is addition. Yeah, that's really good, in fact. Mission control boot. Wow, that's amazing. Definitely grab that one. Yeah, so you can grab that now without him worrying. That's great. That's a lot of boots coming in now. And he's pretty high up on
Standing by for orders.
his advising, so that's good. Okay. Wish I could give you another mission to do. But no, you'll just advise here, even though you're not doing a great job. Vienna is such a hotbed of alien activity, and I don't like that. There's actually a potential for me to get into the EU there, if that maintains, but we'll see.
We cannot just send up a bunch.
Right. Mission to
Offering
Mars.
assistance. Lending my expertise.
That's going to be great to have there. I can try and then increase the actual capacity of my military, which is going to be good. Be good against Earth nations, but also great against the aliens in general.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
There we are. Good. Ooh, Singapore. That's good to have.
Now, as their
Yeah, there we go.
territorial disputes boil down to one group of people gazing upon a new land and calculating who would need to die so they could own it. Thousands of years of purported civilization have done so little to curtail our most basic reptilian impulses. Commissioner,
So they've gone for sort of call fusion. Right, so that could actually increase to 5, and I would like that. Oh, to 5.5 actually. Nobody can actually grab that, but I think that's due to the fact, in theory, I have the influence for it, but I can't grab it. Annoying. Right, Singapore, off you pop.
Where do you need me?
I'm here.
There we go. Could have used some more admin. There we are. It's going to do a better and better job there.
I will help them. Offering assistance.
I'm so tempted to switch to full on like economic drive. Ooh, I can actually go ahead and found another outpost there. And I'm going to do it. There's only these two left now. They're not very good, but I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to found every one of them I can just to deny it to anybody else.
The people will come to our side.
So as soon as we get the opportunity to take the other, we will do. But we've got the lion's share of Luna, which is good. If we could actually grab that that final one would actually have the majority of Luna under our control. Okay. Alien abductions there taking place. Right, Algeria, fine. Not long now until I can actually grab that last one. You can see just the amount of boost that we're gaining there is pretty huge. What do we have here? I really want that CIA. Has got a lot going for it there, to be honest. That's just good in general. I'll buy and put it on you until I put it on something else who's worth more. See, you're not a very good diplomat. So we'll try and change that. You got good espionage though.
Ready for my mission.
Right, you need to surveil here.
Surveying target area.
I could also go with some research trying to up this cap here. Alien methods. Right, we'll be bringing this to a close soon enough anyway. I mean, I'm going pretty over here.
Lending my expertise.
Initiating recon. I will help them.
What do we have here? Is that an alien ship orbiting? Or is that a new platform in orbit?
We're winning their hearts and minds.
It is in fact a new... Oh,
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
that can't be good. That can't be good. I mean, that is an alien station being constructed in orbit of Earth. That can't be good. Yeah. That could be bad. Oh, I have enough to launch another outpost. So go ahead and grab that. I'll take care of that, Christian. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm going to be going off real soon here anyway. Anyhow, can't speak now. Maybe people like this. I would have been better off making this into shorter videos, but at the end of the day, this is me learning as well. In the future, maybe we'll make more episodal content for those who don't have the time. But we'll decide that when we get there. Ah, looks like the last one got taken. Damn it. Well, humanity first got there, which is not too bad. But we control the majority of Luna there. We have the overriding stake. So that's not bad. I might... I might do that in the future. I think there's something they can do that essentially surveys the planet. It looks at alien activity. But for now, I'll save up my mission boost. How is everybody else doing? Russia's boost is... Like, Kazakhstan's good for that. Genuinely good for that. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, is take them out of Russia. But I think what I'm going to do is like try and focus on Russia next, and then at least I can like push Kazakhstan into Russia. Yeah, they're bleeding them of income. Well, they're bleeding them of a future anyhow. We're trying to build one here, but I'm not too sure if I should. Need Canada. Ah.
Where to? Making our case.
Where do you need me?
You should not find anything over here, Dex. Alright, survey again, make sure you find it.
Ready to go. Offering counsel. Offering support.
on Overwatch.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, there you go. Huge amount there. Alien Origins. So if you guys want to pause and read that, then you are welcome to do so. I'm going to go back and read it in the Codex in the future, actually. But this game's so damn fun. Alright. I'm going to keep following the Xeno. I'm quite happy with these as they are. We do have the potential for unity movements here. I'm not sure when I get the one for. Might be here. Yeah, United North America. That's still some way away. That's like mid-game. And this is only 2024. We've got a long way to go here. So I'll finish this turn and then we'll finish it here. It's been a long stream, but hopefully worthwhile. Maybe you guys who know more about the game can actually comment and let me know how I can improve.
The people will come to our side.
I think we have a solid start. In fact, what we're going to go ahead and take a look at then is over. Not liking these aliens. Wow, that's so cool. Right, there we go. Investigate returned abductees. You can see we have a lot of science. A lot of science there. But I'm going to use that to just improve my situation. Right. Two bases here, relatively close by. No base there. Yeah. So our bases actually are really controlling this entire area. That's really cool. So this would be the one that I'd want to build up first. Don't actually have a tech for mining yet. We're due to have the mission to Mars soon enough. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually save up until we can get to Mars. And then I'm going to claim Mars. Wow, the Florence Nightingale base, that's so cool. Ooh, we have alien activity over here. Right, we'll do this last one then.
At your service.
That kind of game. And these nations are working towards their own space program. So, that's useful. It's useful for humanity in general. Yeah, we've got the lights over here. Yeah, there we go. Outpost mine complex. Right, grab that. In fact, I will go ahead and build a mining outpost on Lunar if I can.
Offering support.
Callisto.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. We've moved the needle.
Yeah, Project Exodus is trying to break in here. The United Kingdom is asking its ally, the United States of America, to join in its attack on Uruguay. Ooh, Protectorate. Why are you at war with Uruguay? No. Let's not do that. I don't know why they're doing that. Argentina has a station, that's cool. Alright, let's investigate here.
Eyes up.
The good news is we have an army here, so if they have any, well, armies nearby, plenty of them. So if they have anything to potentially threaten us, then we'll deal with it. So we're going to have a 1st Infantry Division dispatched. Could even have the 3rd Infantry or the 2nd Marine join them too. But yep, that is the beauty of the US, is we have plenty there to work with. Okay, outpost mine complex complete. Go back to the management research. After my F into that, if I can increase my control cap, then that's going to be quite good. But what we're going to go ahead and do then is take a look at Luna, take a look at if we can actually set up a outpost. I don't like the fact that we have an alien, well, a servant's station being built. Makes me feel highly uncomfortable. How much is it? 41. But if I can build it in space, that'd be good. The issue is I don't have any noble metals, so even if we could, there's not actually a chance that we can do it. Which is a problem. Yeah, see, everything requires noble metals, so it's going to be rough. Space Science Lab doesn't, though. So that's not too bad, I guess. Well, actually, no, we can still build all of these. It's just, obviously, it's cheaper to build it in space, but you need the resources to build it in space. So we'll save it for Mars, then, I guess.
I will help them.
I imagine the others have saved it quite a lot boost.
My expertise.
I'm going to break the rivalry between the US and
We're
China.
winning their hearts and minds.
Yeah. We'll no longer be rivals. I need to look up how that actually is possibly of use.
Culture? Culture is
There we
nothing
are.
more than a qualitative marketing profile. Whether your line is boots, carbonated beverages, or civilian firearms, your job is to develop products that people will incorporate into their identities.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of activity out here. So the aliens are definitely taking notice of us now, it seems. I wish that democracy would go up sooner, but that's fine.
Lending my expertise. Offering counsel.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Pretty uncomfortable. Okay, the European Union has joined the United... Yeah, okay. I don't know why they're doing that. Poor Uruguay. They're getting kind of screwed over there. Saudi Arabia, okay. That's fine. I mean, while we've had control over there, then, yeah, that's been directing them to a space program. Okay. Survey here. Washington area.
Overwatch.
Oh, I should have defended in Mexico.
Offering
Damn it.
support.
Surveying target area.
I will help them.
We've not found anything over here.
The people will come to our side. We've moved the needle.
My unity is increasing. Ah, there we are. I think I'm just going to keep going for that for now. Keep up in our capacity. Ooh, what do we have here? That looks like a very interesting organization, if I must say so. Right, wow, that is extra boost. Then yes, I will in fact take that. Very nice. And it's actually cheaper for us too. Yep, science, admin, yep, cash, and more boost. I will take it. It's doing them a favour. If I could grab the Ministry of State Security, that'd be good. Because holy hell, look at how good that is. It's very expensive, but that would be nice to have. Okay, got max admin now.
Securing our control.
Offering assistance.
Making things safe for our people.
Offering assistance.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I should really be investing in boosting mission control. We'll get there. So I can really boost that GDP. Like our economy is not growing that much. I'm going to take some funding away from Unity. In fact, take it all from Unity. Oh, that's the wrong one, sorry. Silly me. Hopefully that continues, but we'll see. Why am I suddenly so over? Had I abandoned Mexico? Abandoned Cuba. Abandoned Caribbean. Does it state that I've regained control over something? Oh yeah, I see. So nobody touched it for a year, then... Wow. Even Saudi Arabia. Nice, but can't afford it. I really dislike how they're in power here. They're going to start doing wacky things soon. They're pushing up their tech too, which is a bit of a problem.
Lending my expertise.
Offering counsel.
Lending my expertise.
It takes so very...
Right, there we go. Mission to Mars. The race is underway. Send a probe. It's going to take 178 days. Holy crap. So the sooner we send it, the better. Seen a lot of aliens out there at
We're weighing their
Jupiter.
hearts and minds.
Aliens patrolling the solar system.
Needle.
less we burn, the longer we will survive.
Yeah, industrialization of space would be nice. So expensive research though. Need to defend here.
Ready for my mission. Securing our control.
Ah, that's good. So unity will increase naturally then, that's good. We should have known about that. Has it even been worth it for unity? Probably not. About on par with the UK. So, wow, it's been going on a long time. I'm surprised they haven't just won that. Need to defend here too. And in fairness, I've had Kazakhstan working on the space program for a while. At least the boost part, anyway.
I'm here. Making things safe for
There we
our
are.
people.
We'll save it here. And if you guys would like to see more, do let me know in the comments. I didn't initially anticipate the US, but, well, we'll take it. I'll try and move towards other super states as they become available. But if we form the North American Union, then that gives us a pretty damn solid, nation to work with, to say the least. And I think I'll move on towards like Russia or something. Getting into China would be great. If I could get myself into China and deny to anybody else, that'd be great. But if I could have China and the US, that'd be pretty cool. Would be very interesting then to see the emergence of other super states. Not likely to see the... Well, the European Union could grow, but it's going to be very hard. It looks like the other factions are really focused on quite a bit of Europe. Well, the US is becoming a better place to live anyway. The economy is not growing that much, but we can really throw things behind it. It's not like we're not throwing anything there. I haven't done investments in fairness though. That'd be a nice one to have. That'd be very nice too. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here. We have the damaged International Space Station, which I think I might go ahead and fix in fairness. But the good news is we control the majority of Luna. If I'd been a little bit more aware, I might better control more of it. But that's fine. We got some good stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, do let me know down in the comments, and I shall see you.